And welcome back to the Vale of Dusk. I am Jacob, of course, your lovely GM, here with the fabulous Rummy, Steph, Matt, and Nick. Fortunately, we don't have a Trent today. What was that, producer? Yeah, you threw off my groove, man. So last we left out.
What are you doing, producer? Just tile shuffling.
Just throwing us around like a bunch of children.
Wet noodles. Oh, that's how it is. So, where last we left our intrepid adventures, producer side, they were in the lovely town of Havensburg, in the realm of Naminar. There's a great plague, obviously, affecting the...
it's the greatest plague. I love it.
Oh, the greatest plague. You know, it's some of the greatest shown on Earth. Big, basically, plague that's affecting the country for about the last 2 years. These intrepid adventurers have ventured into Naminar, trying to kind of find a way to resolve and find out what and why this plague is happening and how to, obviously cure it and save the people, all that kind of fun jazz, which has resulted in a great deal of mild terror, disgust, and, mole conundrums of, oh God, what have we done? Which has been, fantastic. What haven't we done? And for now, they were in, obviously, Havensburg, one of the largest cities, and were captured by mysterious cultists in the library as they were checking out some sweet books. The dear and lovely Baird, played by Rummy, of course, was taken aside and said, obviously to one of the cultists, like, "We have been expecting your arrival. So glad you're here." And then a large vulture-like creature descended from the rafters and basically took out the party adventurers, and then they've been locked in the dungeon since. And now we're there, basically, if we all just jump into the jail. So Hubert, Lillian, Baird, and Mog, you are in one jail cell, and the lovely Matherman and Damon Theomune are in the other, across the way from you. Baird, however, is not to be seen, actually. My mistake. Baird, we'll take you first up. So I will get you to quickly have a look at the person who's basically talking to you. It's on the murder card, if you have a quick look at the murder card.
Fantastic.
Yep. Now, for everyone else, there is, of course, the rogue card, which you can have a look at, which is the what kind of the thugs that you've seen kind of moving in and out of this jail cell kind of look like. I'll also give you the jail cell reveal as well, so you can have a look at what the actual area that you're in looks like as well. So that is on the Guardian's card. So for everyone in the jail cell, that's the Guardian's card and the rogue card. For Baird, we'll just get you to have a look at the murder card for now.
Guardians.
Guards, are there in the cell?
Sorry?
Are there guards in the cell, did you say?
No, they're not currently in the room at the moment. They are outside of it. You know that they kind of seem to keep watch of the actual doorway, the exit out, but don't really seem to pay much mind while you're in there. They don't seem to care much.
Hello, creepy friend.
Hello, creepy friend. So this individual basically introduces themselves as Uther Crayhammon. Uther Crayhammon, seems to be like a member of the council under the Duke, and he gives you kind of like this resplendent kind of like look. He's like, "Please take a seat." And in the you're kind of like seated in, hold up, I'll just find it for you, in the Kraken card bed.
Not dropping all my cards, please. Sorry, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
It's always the one that's right at the fucking back.
I know, right? You gotta get them all out. Yes, the Kraken card. So you kind of are in this rather resplendent looking ritual room. You kind of recognize the architecture from what you've seen before. I've given it to everyone as well.
Floating pillory things, they're my favorite.
They are the best. You know, you can't.
Can you get those at Spotlight or?
You can get those Spotlight. Actually, yeah, it's a discount alchemist warehouse. Yeah. So he kind of sits you down, and you can kind of see that the people below you, the kind of more thuggish looking ones, are preparing some kind of ritual. He kind of like positions down and is looking over these tomes and pieces of knowledge. He looks at you and he's like, "We have anticipated your arrival, Baird of Gulduraya. It is auspicious that this is the time, but of course our master predicted it would be so. What shall we do with your companions? Do you wish them to be put to different uses?"
What? Sorry, I'm a bit lost. Who told you I was coming?
The master, of course.
Okay. And what's the current plan?
Well, the current plan is that we enact this particular ritual during the celebration of the Duke's announcement. And with that, it will send Havensburg into the destruction that Gulduraya has promised.
Okay.
I was under the impression that you were praised of this. The master did not speak with you?
No.
Well, the master does work in mysterious ways, and perhaps it is up to me to inform you of what shall happen, but it does seem peculiar. In any case, something must be done with your companions. I was under the impression that they were to be removed from the situation permanently.
Please don't kill them. They're dumb, and I don't like all of them, but that's okay. They're fine. They're really very nice people.
I see. Then you would like me to repurpose them. And he gives you like this kind of like wider grin than you would expect someone to be able to do. It's like it's almost like the edges of his mouth like seem a little bit more like scarred, it seems, but not noticeably when he's like, you know, obviously talking with you. Like it just seems to be like a kind of mutation, what you can understand from your own mutations from the gifts of Gulduraya.
Thanks. I hate it. Well, what would repurposing them mean?
They would become the undead.
Right.
Oh.
There are techniques to maintain their intelligence. However, I doubt that the paladin's god would be particularly pleased with it. He has been subverted, but not dominated, if that makes sense. You kind of notice as well that he has, like underneath the kind of like the coat and jacket and stuff like that, you do actually recognize one of the symbols, the fiery sword with the eye, the three like swords with the eye, the ones that the clerics of were up like there with. It seems like a much more ornate one, but yeah, it's certainly there. It's like
fantastic.
There are other techniques that could be used, but I don't know how much effort you'd like us to put into such a thing. It was understood that you were a critical part of Gulduraya's plan. So if that is not the case,
I love being a critical part when nobody tells me what's going on.
The master works in mysterious ways. You have gained power from his teachings, and so with that comes prices that all must pay, but sometimes that is simply not knowing exactly what his divine will is. Or demonic will, depending on your position in the entire situation. Again, the disturbing style. You would recognize as a warlock potentially as well that he has a particular... it's not the invocations, it's the invocations that you get as a warlock? What is it called? It's the special things you get. Sorry?
Packs? Invocations?
Packs. Yeah, the packs. Like he would be much better at deception and persuasion. Like he's got that particular thing that he's learned as part of his ability to be a warlock, basically.
Yeah.
Just something you would recognize about this man.
Yeah.
You kind of like look down at the ritual space. It seems like they're preparing jars and bones and what appears to be like kind of like crystals, like amethyst and rubies and sapphires and stuff like that. And seems to be like quite expensive items used for whatever they're planning to do, you assume. He kind of like gives you a kind of a moment and thinks, and he's like, there is still a few hours beforehand. Perhaps it is best that you meditate on your position here and what Goldurai has in mind for you. You will, of course, be up in the castle performing, as I'm sure you are blessed to do. And with that, you will be a powerful distraction while the rest of our order completes the other half of the ritual up there. It is important that both this ritual and that ritual are completed. You understand. So we'll give you a moment to rest and relax. And if you have any questions, I'm sure they can be answered.
Can I go talk with my companions?
He gives you like a sharp look. Let me just get a quick roll here for you. Actually, I'll roll in the roll 20 because that's the place to roll.
Yeah.
He kind of gives you like a bit of a sharp look. I assume that you're not being like particularly deceptive because you're like, I was going to talk to these people. Like,
yeah,
kind of like gives you he gives you a sharp look. He's like, very well. Feel free to enjoy the dungeon at your heart's content.
I'm sure it'll be nice and peaceful to meditate down there. Thank you.
And he kind of like gives you a look and watches you as you leave, like with you head off. For the rest of you, inside the cell, you all kind of look around at one another and like obviously towards like the cell doors, and yeah, you're quite alone down here. What would you guys like to do?
Freak out.
Freak out!
Yeah. Log is just going to be like testing the strength of the bars, being like, what's Baird doing? What's Baird doing? Is Baird left us here? And he's just kind of slowly like, surely Baird's still our friend, right? Yeah.
Aren't we friends?
Mog thinks so. But, in saying that, can I do a strength check to see how if I can like break this bar?
You would like to break the bars?
My orcish angry strength.
If you would like to, certainly. Roll me a strength check. It's time to instantaneously escape. Let's go.
Yeah, don't worry.
Ooh.
You pull a muscle. You're like,
Oh no!
Oh no!
like, ow. You like got that. You got a bit of a bung shoulder now. Not good. Not good for you.
On shoulder. Gets that
Can
out.
Can I like see if there's any locks or like visible locks, things like that?
Yeah,
that are
there's visible
accessible?
locks. It seems that all of your gear has been taken from you, like all of your like weapons, armors, tools, bags, that kind of stuff. Anything that you would like to like, yeah, pretty much most things. You might be able to, like, yeah. But the locks themselves, they seem to be like relatively standard locks. There's a like keyhole. There's like iron, like hard kind of iron kind of looking bars and stuff like that.
It's times like these where I wish I was my rogue who carried 3 million bobby pins in her hair at all times.
Mm-hmm. That's why I got to tell these things earlier in the campaign, my dude.
Yeah, no, I don't have that. She doesn't have bobby pins in her hair.
I know. It's all right.
Oh no.
Oh no!
What else is in the cell? Is it as nice and clean as we're seeing here?
Yeah,
Is there anything else?
It's quite nice and clean. Roll me a perception test, I guess. Go for that. Have a little squiz around. See what you can see.
Take a look.
Mm-hmm.
25.
Yeah. Right. I'm giving you a reveal.
Okay.
You can see something like on the table there.
Okay.
Just to where your cell is, to the left of your cell.
I'm going to be a really bad streamer right now and say that I thought I had my cards here, and they're in a bag, and I don't know which one.
Well, luckily enough, you can always use the Twitch channel. Luckily, the Twitch channel actually has the card that you've been looking at, so you can look at that and then use your phone with that. As can anyone watching the stream, actually. It's really cool. It's the spectator view. Wow.
I'm going to be a really bad streamer again, and I've had to close the Twitch because my internet's too horrible right now.
Oh, Stefanino.
And it's barely alive.
Ping off your phone like
I tried to download the awesome cards that you can download for free, and you can print them yourself.
Well,
I tried to use those, and it looks
got some great
doesn't
news.
like
there is a website as well you can go to, which is our print and play website, where you can have all the images and stuff like that set up. You can scroll through them and find the card itself. You can even do it while you're on a website. It's a single website. It'll be perfectly fine with your internet, Steph.
I'm on it. It's the curved screen that might be making my phone not want to recognize it.
By the many
It is
sated
problem
maidens.
after. Oh my goodness.
Lord, give me
Everything
strength.
could go wrong. I'm sitting here quietly like, okay, that doesn't work. I'm going to do this. Okay, that didn't work. I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm out of options. I'm going to sit quietly and hope no one notices.
Okay, well,
outed.
You know what I'm going to get? You know what I'm going to give?
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to give it to Hubert instead. Hubert,
please describe.
Steph points out the thing for you. You're like, oh, what's that over there?
What's that?
And you have a look at it on your phone on the Guardian's card, and you can see some text there.
Can I? Oh, man. I was so tempted to just completely throw this thing in the bin. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, what's that? There's something shiny.
Ooh,
Honey,
what's
click.
this?
You spot a set of loose coins on the table. Yes, in slices of copper, no more. Not from Namina. I cut the T off.
Not
from Namina.
None from Namina.
None.
Yeah.
Namina. So there are some coins over there.
There's some coins on the table. That's about all you can really see in as far as specific stuff. Like there's torches. There's everything else you can see with the app, Steph.
I'm trying. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Everything was prepared except the cards, the most important thing.
A cruel and unusual punishment, Jacob.
I know. I'm a cruel man. It's okay. You know what? I just
cruel and uncaring God.
Yeah. I'm
okay, here's the thing. I made fun of a DM once because
this is your punishment.
He mispronounced winch as wench. So I drew a wench on the board where a winch should have been. And I got disadvantage 3 times in that game just because I kept making fun of him. So that's my punishment. I've been there before. And
that's so mean. I'm so glad that you've moved past that because I mispronounce things all the time. That's just monster.
Yeah, monsters.
Well, yeah, there's some coins. There's some coins on the table next to your cell, so they look like thin pieces of copper. So
it's working. I got it.
It's working. Oh, good.
Yay!
Why'd you leave the coins up on the table?
All right, I revoke my sass. Pull back in.
Okay, I've got the thing. All right. So
very proud of you.
Hubert, did you steal those coins? Did you take the coins?
No.
You can't quite reach them. They're quite a little ways away.
Oh, they're on that table, right?
Yeah, yes. The one you can see in the
that one.
app.
Yes.
Lillian, I have wondrous news. I am a bit of a Deus Ex Bardshina, the bard within the machine, as they say. And you'll see, I am studied at the College of Creation. So, may I ask you a question? Do you have proficiency in the locking picking art form?
Luke Peak?
No.
Peak?
But
I think we all got to be Scottish now.
I can try.
Thunder Raven says we must be Scottish. It's the only way.
Can you pick a look?
No.
Can you pick a lock, lassie?
I'm leaving the game.
You walk into the jail cell with him like, "Ack." I cannot get the queens. I gotta pick this lock.
But I can create a small lockpick. So I could create a set of lockpicks, or I could create a crowbar for Mog. Anything, really. I can make all sorts of stuff with my voice. Because you can't take my voice from me.
Leave your friends behind.
You can dance if you want to.
Because if your friends don't voice it, if they don't voice it, they ain't no friends of mine.
It's true.
Oh, no. No.
No.
All right. Well, if Mog's pulled a muscle.
Oh.
It hurts.
Just gotta work it out. I can give it a go. I've been known to pick a lock for fun before.
Give it a go. Perfect.
Well, first I'll sing the lockpick into existence.
I'm not proficient, but I've got a bonus.
Lockpick. Little tiny lockpick lying on the floor. You we all adore.
So you kind of start singing this song and you create the lockpick. Actually, it's the lockpick starts to like form in your hand. You're like, so cool. And how long does it take to create this thing as well?
It just says it's an action, and then it lasts for 3 hours.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So as you kind of do that, you see all around you. You need to sing for that one, yeah, of course. So you see like it start to form up in the air, and if you all have a look at the Guardian's card, everyone who's in the actual cell, you see this quite vibrant, like, flickering of magic all around you as an alarm spell goes off and goes mwah, 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 mwah. And as it kind of guards enter into the cell. They look around at kind of where you are and walk up into over towards the cell doors. Get my guard. Go.
You burly bastards, I'm creating.
And it's
the audacity.
It's quite a loud alarm spell
very
as well.
Deep
it seems
to store all that audacity.
And Bed, you also hear this as well. You hear this alarm go off, and other guards, other cultists, because they're all kind of dressed in these thuggish robes, which obviously you can see on the robe card. Thug robes. We could fly. You all have a look at that road card again. These guys enter into the room. They open up the cell doors and they basically move in to rough you guys up and start searching you again. So you can try and quickly hide the lockpick as they enter into the room. I'll let you do that, but they will be giving you a friskin.
Am I entering into the room at the same time?
You probably after they've finished with the first room, because you'll be walking up towards them as well, and the other guards will be coming, will come with you. So there'll be other guards coming up. But yeah, so do me your best sleight of hand check, Hubert.
Hey,
you're the one holding the lockpick.
You're the lockpick, my dude.
I'm so glad.
You can do it.
I'm just picturing that scene from with the playing card from Now You See Me Too.
Yep.
They're flinging it between each other as everyone gets searched. Such a good scene.
This was a really good scene. Not as great as Now You See Me 1, but still a good movie. I liked it.
Yeah, just that scene is actually just honestly makes the whole movie for me.
Before they come up to Hubert, Mog would like to do a distraction, and by doing a distraction, he wants to throw his fists at the first person about to touch.
Throw hands!
Throw hands!
Oh, nice! You're gonna throw hands
because you can catch these hands
with the sprained arm. So before they get to you got your sleight of hand there. You want to throw hands at them? So yeah, go for an attack, basically. Actually, roll initiative first because they're gonna you're gonna come at them. They're gonna come at you.
Box their ears.
Mog did really good this one time. Never does good initiative.
Oh, that's 13, but whatever. You get to throw hands first. Go, activate.
Activate hand throwing.
Magma bitch.
What is the hand stats?
The damage of hands is, I think, 1d4 minus something. Minus 3. Producer, whisper into my ear. 1 damage plus strength. There you go.
He would be proficient in throwing hands.
Everyone can hit a bitch.
I'm totally blanking. What am I rolling?
A 1d20 with proficiency and strength bonus to then punch them in the face.
20. 1 plus 1. 1d20 plus 4.
Yep.
Is that right? Because then is it to hit and then to damage?
Yeah. It's your attack roll and then your strength. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
The only thing that really changes is the damage.
Is a 16 hit?
It does. They're wearing like leather armors and robes and stuff.
Do they take just 6 damage?
Yeah, they take 6 damage. Yeah, it's like you punch them for 6 damage, which they're like, "Ow!" Is anyone else getting involved in this fight?
I should come into this altercation.
Doing this,
get in there.
Hubert now can like.
We're all in this together.
Mm-hmm.
Hubert, don't get involved. Hubert, use the time to hide your.
Before I end my punch, can I do a smite with my fists?
I think that's technically allowed as far as because it's a weapon attack. So yes, you
Fist
can.
of God.
Just as a quick aside here, Mac, this may result in your death.
Oh shit!
Maybe it's just a light slap.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it depends on how the guards feel about your light slap. You know,
this is very much an "Are you sure?" moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess I won't smite them
then. No. If you think Mog would do it, you go for it, man. But I'm just letting you know the things. You are gonna get.
I don't think you can do it.
Beat up
anyway. So I'm just gonna go with just the one punch.
Okay.
One punch.
All right, Lillian, what would you like to do? Because I think you are next in the issue. What technically you're above.
Can I try and deck the other person?
You may indeed deck the other person.
Just like
give him a
rugby tackle.
Give him the people's elbow. Give him the people's elbow.
You've got horns. Put your head down and bum rush them.
Can I headbutt them?
Yeah,
I want to headbutt them now.
A spear tackle, like the rugby tackle with your head down.
Let's do that. Let's homage to where the horns are coming from.
Diaphragm.
Yeah. You realize as well, actually, Steph, now that I think about it, that the horn is actually still on your belt. Like the horn of that god that you like. That god's like, here you go, and you recognize that it probably wasn't there before, but it's there now. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah,
and now he's back.
Surprise.
It's generally speaking, I'll say this for context. Generally, items that gods give you, they don't get lost really unless a god takes them off you. Sort of like it's wibbly wobbly magic stuff that if a god of the hunt's like, here, have this cool horn. Some Chad down the road is not going to be like, oh, I got this horn now. I stole it from them, because you just don't see it. Like no, this belongs to them. Good.
I just missed something as well. I've got 2 attacks. Is it all right if I roll the left? Because it's probably not a right left.
Yeah, you want to do a right left? Yeah, go for it. You know. Just remember your things, man. I've got a combat 2 on here.
I'm doing a full rugby tackle then. I'll put that through.
Yep. Go with your rugby tackle. Yeah.
It's only a 10. I don't think I've got that. No. Have I got that?
No, you do not.
No.
The 14 does hit, yes.
Not just like sidesteps you.
If I get out of the cell.
No, it works. Just bum rush him straight out of the cell.
It's not what I intended, but it's what I've got.
Only happy little accidents.
What you got there, Jacob?
Nothing. What? A smoothie.
Subtle.
A smoothie. I'm just like having a look like, ooh.
What's off camera?
What's this?
All right.
No.
So let's see a second. Yeah, you get another 6 damage. So you do 12 damage to one. And you're like, pow. And then Hubert, are you going to do anything? You used your action to basically hide the thing.
You're
basically.
sleight of handing.
Cool. So let me see.
Starting a prison riot.
Roll me a wisdom save, Mog.
Wisdom?
Yep, wisdom save.
13.
Second level. You get paralyzed.
Oh,
You're like. So one of them casts hold person on you, and you can see around their hand like forms this kind of like arcane look, like this magical arcane looking demonic iron gauntlet. He grabs hold, like he like pulls his fist towards you, and you freeze up. The other one comes at you with a knife and stabs you stabs you in the throat, and like stabs you right up into the chest. You get 2 criticals on you, basically. I'm gonna just quickly, because you're paralyzed. Fun fact: paralyzation.
Okay.
Ooh.
Be nice.
Mog.
Nope.
Don't kill Mog. It's my
DM.
fault.
Nope.
Mark does not want to die. Is that
Cool. First one hits.
38? Oi, oi.
Second one hits, and it's like stab. And yeah, take what's that? 8. Take 16 damage.
Oof.
Oh, actually, no, never mind. No, never mind. Probably should have got him to do a different thing, but whatever.
I heard.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
That's cruel.
In my neck now.
Yeah, you got like a stab when you like fuck.
I imagine Mog being this calm though, like actual legit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that hurts. Now I've got something stuck in my neck now. And just...
Yeah, I've got a frog in my knife in my throat.
Yep.
I'm trying to do this moment.
Cool. We'll do one more round of combat, and then Bed, you will arrive. All right, Mog, what would you like to do now?
Well, I'm still paralyzed, so how do I make the wisdom?
At the end of your turn, you get to re-roll the wisdom save.
Okay, well, I can't do anything because I'm paralyzed, so I'm going to roll the wisdom.
Yep. Go for it.
14?
You succeed.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's me. I'm not paralyzed with a dagger in my neck now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You're back in the combat. Are you still fight? Do you still like you got the fight in your eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Lillian, what would you like to do?
Try and hit the person that
Again?
stabbed Mog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
So
happy
nice.
with this.
That seems super fine.
There's an open door.
What could go wrong? Love is an open door.
Everything could go wrong, as I've learned.
Yep,
so much.
exactly.
So much could go wrong.
So much could go wrong.
Okay, well, you know what? You never know until you try. Hey, is that the right thing for this?
That's it. Yeah, that's the right thing. Yeah.
Should I do? No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh no.
No. Lillian's not good at throwing punches or headbutting people or
Cool. Nice. All right. So, Mog, this time, let me just quickly. They are going to.
Bonus action. So I've just read my spells. I can Shield of Faith on me. It says concentration up to 10 minutes though, so I don't know if I can do that on myself.
You wouldn't be able to do that in your turn because you spend your entire turn in paralyzed, and there you go for that.
Boing.
Cool. So then they're going to because Mog's still got the fight in them, and they're kind of disregarding Steph at this point.
this makes sense. I'm doing literally nothing.
Look what
They're
you're
going
talking
to-
I'm
about.
very useless.
Cool. Cool. That's a hit because you don't have any armor on. That's
I
another
did
hit
have a
'cause you don't have
mean
any
thought,
armor
but
on.
I'm not the DM, so I'm not gonna say it.
Don't say anything. Give him nothing.
As your lawyer, you don't have to tell him anything.
Nothing. You don't have to tell him nothing. You hear? Nothing. Just let me check something. Yeah, nice. What a nice time.
Take him with his powerful enemies.
When the
destroying us.
DM says, what a nice time, just
Well, you take 5 damage.
That's 5 damage.
And then take 16 damage as they both cast inflict wounds on you.
Wait. 5 damage and 16 damage?
So you take 21 total from this attack, and the last one was how much was it?
1. All right, that really hurts. What was it?
No.
Definitely gone from being able to stand on my 2 feet to like, oh god, guys, I'm in trouble.
Yep.
As you'll be able to see, one of my characters
Yeah, if you all have a look at the party card as well, which you have a party card, all your party members are actually there, and you can tell how much health they have. So check that out as well.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm not having
I tend to lose track of that sometimes as the GM, but it is a very important thing for characters kind of to be able to suss out exactly where their character's health is at based on their party.
Nah, he looks fine.
He's fine. He's just having a little tick in the knee, you know.
Tis but a scratch.
Tis but a scratch. All right, so then it is Hubert. Did you want to do anything in this combat? Because you don't have an action.
Yes! Where have I hidden my key?
Where have you hidden your key?
Where have I hidden my key?
Don't be
I look
dingbats, mate. The cops are coming.
I don't know, Hubert. Where have you hidden your key?
Where could it be?
Where could that key be?
My key. I'm going to say it's in my mouth.
That B key is where the key is. Yep.
Under the tongue.
And I'm going to attempt, with a mouthful of lockpicks, it's quite part of the trick that I do, to cast a delightful little spell called Pyrotechnics. Cast. And I'm going to go for the fireworks version and see if I can blind the 2 bad boys.
Bad boys?
The bad boys.
Go for it.
I have done it. They have to do con saving throws, I believe. Yes, they do.
I love that most of the bard spells just don't actually require any rolls. It's just like, no, it's happened.
No, you roll.
You roll.
I think they both succeed.
I'm busy flirting.
Oh, actually, I forgot. What up? Yeah, they both succeed.
Up.
What's the DC side? What's the DC for? Just double check what the DC is.
Yeah, it's 14.
Yeah, nice.
Why you gotta be like this?
Because they have advantage on spells.
Oh.
Boo.
All right, Lillian. You tried to do something and failed, and they've done the extra thing, and now it's the last round. And now, Bed, you are here. Wow, fun!
I am here.
You arrived. There are 2 other guards with you as you enter into the room. I'll just get your character model.
I had my hammer and my armor.
Yeah, they enter in first, and kind of like they seem to give you a little level of deference as well. Like they're like bad. And they enter into the room and see the kind of like when you cast pyrotechnics as well, the alarm spell blares again, and you can hear that kind of like womp womp. So yeah,
cool.
Actually, probably is more like a raven claw than anything else because it'll be edgy.
Oh, it's a raven claw.
Stop.
Cool. Do you want to get involved in this combat, Baird?
Baird is actually just going to shout for everyone to stop. Like, straight up. Like, the best commanding voice that he can muster. Just, especially if he sees that the 2 guys that are with him, like, kind of defer to him a little bit. He's like, okay, I have a modicum of power here. Let's use it.
Roll me your intimidation, because they are currently in the middle of a combat where people are attacking. So they need some, like, stuff to really...
Okay.
Some stuff. They just stopped a thing.
Mojo.
Ooh, a spicy roll indeed.
It's the only good roll. That's it. We're done.
Do a general roll for all of them, and they look like they pause, and the 2 guards kind of in the thing, they stop fighting for now. Then it goes to Mog, your turn. It seems like the guards have paused.
Yeah.
Beardy's going to move closer to the cell as well.
Yeah. These guys probably move into up here.
I can't grab my character.
I'll give you the thing.
The permissions.
I will give you the missions.
Let me grab myself.
Why?
Because
why did you have to say it like that?
Because it's Nick.
It's the only way.
It was not an entendre. It's not worth saying.
Here, you stupid. There. All right. Just watching them all shuffle around.
Yeah, that's probably what the combat kind of looks like in the actual cell.
Layout.
Yeah, so they're all like kind of walking up, and they're pulling out their daggers a bit, and like they're looking imposing, but they hear you kind of speaking like the cultists chill out a little bit.
Yeah. Beard is also trying to make eye contact with the rest of the team. Like, please stop.
Is everyone stopping?
Yes, I would.
Mog is going to use Lay of Hands on himself, and he's going to give himself an extra 20 health. Needs it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't die.
Neck wound.
Just Lay of Hands, like.
It's better to not be drowning in your own blood. I mean, it's just rude.
Seriously, how much was Cure Wound? Should I have used that on myself? 28 plus your spell husband? No.
No.
That wouldn't work.
No.
I'm going to use Shield of Faith on myself. Can I use it on myself? It says a creature of your
What's the action for like Lay on Hands? Is it an action? One bonus action? Yep. You can cast Shield of Faith. I will suggest that both of these actions are relatively like hostile to the cultists in this situation. But you can do it, and with Bed's particularly good roll, it might be fine, but there is a potential it might result back in more combat.
Just do the Lay of Hands. I'm like, please, I'm trying to de-escalate here.
I'm just like, now I'm off the floor.
Mm-hmm. The alarm spell activates again.
Every time it goes off, Bed goes...
Mog's just going to keep his arms up, being like, there better be a good reason for this, Bed. What's going on, friend?
Mm-hmm.
As he's still like about to punch his guys.
Cool. He doesn't... There's a moment that kind of settles down. The cultists are still like this close from murdering. Well, not murdering, but definitely putting down Mog and Lillian. Lillian, are you attacking still?
No.
Cool. Hubert, are you doing anything weird?
Assume yes.
Hubert's natural state of being is weird.
Yeah. What would you like to do, Hubert?
I'm trying to perform whistling with a mouthful of lockpicks. I can't do it. So, yes, rattle.
All right, good, yes. So de-escalates. Bed, take us away. What would you like to say to the guards? Like, in the de-escalation phase of, like, post-combat, sort of.
Bed is, again, trying to run with the power that they think they have. Just like, leave us, close the door. I want to speak to them alone.
The two guards in the cell look at each other. The two guards outside look at each other. And you can hear the footsteps of more people. More coming. But they kind of like look at each other and it's like, we have to search them.
Search them. Don't hit them or stab them.
They give you like a kind of sour look, like they attacked us.
I'm not shocked.
And like he kind of like looks at like he like the one you like punched Mog. He's looking like a little bit hurt. He's just like got his like blade out, like still holding it really tight. He's like, as you wish. And they go to search you guys. So they're going to give you a quick search. The other guards are like going to assist, like by like kind of observing stuff and like helping out a little bit.
They're trying to hold on to this really calm, like, I know exactly what's going on and it's fine kind of thing. Like,
that's not right, but all right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go this one. So what was your sleight of hand, Hubert? What was it? 15.
15, yeah.
That's meets beats. So meets beats. They find like you kind of like you, like they like and they put a knife to like basically here on your mouth and like pull it up a little bit towards your mouth and look inside and they pry out, like they kind of reach into your hand like quite violent, like relatively violently. Like obviously anyone putting their hands in your mouth is going to be a bit violent. Like whip out and they whip out the lockpicks and they like examine them, and the one who kind of pulls them out gives Baird a look and is like, and they leave the cell. The other kind of guards kind of do the same. They move to about here as the larger, kind of more ornate cultist that you were talking to, Uther, Uther Kramen, arrives and gives a austere look to what was going on, with as well 2 other cultists that are like been summoned by the many alarms that have been like sounded off in this room. And he kind of like is like I think I showed you guys the leader. Hold up. Oh
no, I saw the leader. No one else has seen.
Oh, we activate the leader then because a cool
my
model.
trap card.
So he is on the murder card team.
Yay!
Because of course he is.
Of course, he is here for murder and partying on.
And he's all out of parties.
He gives like a look into the cell and directly to you and is like, what is happening here?
To me?
Yep.
So I'm assuming they're probably trying to escape. That seems to have been prevented for now.
And he kind of like gives you this like, and what will you be planning to do with them then?
I haven't quite decided. I'm sure it's going to hurt, though.
He kind of like looks to one of them and speaks in Infernal. I assume that you can speak Infernal.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I can't. I know Lillian can. No, I do not have Infernal.
Well, he speaks.
Listen to this.
He turns to one of them and is like, prepare the engines of augmentation. They will be adjusted.
Which is that in Infernal?
Yeah, he like speaks that in Infernal. Like, it's like this kind of like harsh, like it's like, yeah, prepare the engines of augmentation. They will be put through the process. And then with that, he leaves. The 2 guards that you guys were just fighting, they leave with him, and another 2 set of guards also leave kind of afterwards, but seem to position themselves outside.
So all the guards are out.
Yep. The guards leave and like kind of leave you in there with them.
Well, as soon as they leave, I'm going to say what they said, but to Mog and Orc. Just because I'm like, I don't think I'm going to place my bets that they don't know Orcish.
Yeah.
So just be like,
Good hit.
So what's going on, Baird?
Very good question. I am figuring that out.
You're still our friend, right?
Was I ever really your friend? Were we ever really friends?
Always my friend. Baird. You don't want to be my enemy.
Ooh.
That's a fair point.
That's a lot of smack for someone stuck in a jail cell.
That's a fucking threat.
Actually, the nicest bed's ever been to me.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, thank you.
apparently, you know what? Fuck it. Before I came down here, my mistress made me a warlock. Told me to come down here and spy for her. I don't know who my patron was until recently. I never met him. I was just gifted to him. He's the one responsible for the plague. And apparently these guys knew we were coming and they were waiting for me. And apparently I'm part of some big plan that I have no idea about.
Adrian is Goldrider.
Mm-hmm.
The dude, the thing, the entity that's been plaguing this.
That's what I just said.
The Demon Lord of Ashes, yeah.
I know that you're like an orc, but don't play into the stupid orc stereotype. Like, literally just said that.
Can I roll an insight, please?
You may.
Thank you.
What's the insight on? Is it?
It is on bed. I want to see if he is actually as confused as he is making out to be, because
sounds good.
Leon's like,
I hope that you fucked this up.
I fucked it up.
Oh my god, you fucking did. All right, let me paint you an image here.
You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, no, like bed, like you think that bed like kind of is in a situation that, and you can sense like the kind of power that he now feels. He's like, oh, I'm powerful and I can do whatever I want, and you're at his behest basically. He might have not known a lot, but it doesn't really matter now because he's assuming the position that he's been gifted, and he's looking at you like with this level of disgust, like you're less than who you thought you were. You've like, you got this feeling like you've been played, kind of like for like this friend, for this person who like you were close with, and you've not really suspected this before. It's such a shock that it's like, you will have difficulty trusting Baird properly again, just because of like how they're like basically lied to you.
No, we didn't.
Just one thing to say then. I thought you were better than this.
My heart. That's all.
He actually looks really hurt. Like she says that, and like you can actually pinpoint the moment that his heart breaks in half. Like he just.
Yep.
Sort of takes a moment to gather himself after that blow, and just. When I was with you guys, I thought I was. And he turns to leave. Can I just double check what the bars are made of?
The bars are made of iron.
Excellent.
Like what iron bars?
Cool. Bear's going to place his hand on one of them and press prestidigitation. I'm going to chill it so that it's really cold.
All right. You understand that if any spell is cast here, any magical effect, the alarm goes off.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
You do that?
Yes. I don't think I need to roll for prestidigitation. Beard winces a little bit, but doesn't
hate it.
Make much of a fuss. I'm assuming the guards come running in.
They more like step in afterwards, but you cut like the chill happens.
Yeah. Beard waves like them off, just brushes them off, and just. I didn't want them to die before the ritual. It's just healing word.
They like kind of give a look and like,
and gestures to Mog, who's probably still relatively injured, I'm assuming.
Feel so much better.
And they like kind of pause at the doorway, and they will wait for you now for you to leave.
Yeah, and Bear does leave.
Mm-hmm.
He looks very kind of dejected as he just like trying to hold his head high, but is clearly upset.
And
I believe you.
And they fall in behind you as you leave, giving a look to your old party members now.
No.
Sorry, guys.
All right. What would you guys like to do in the cell now?
Mog. Oh.
We will look at taking a break pretty soon, but I think it's good to we'll get a little bit.
At least figure out what everyone's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be perfectly honest, if it's not very productive, but Lillian's going to go and find a corner and sit in it.
Head in the corner, head against the wall.
Just like
she's just like staring into space.
Like,
yeah, I haven't got control of Lillian, so sorry.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Mog is angry, going to punch.
There we go. That's it. She's just staring at the ceiling.
Good. Love that for all of you.
You can go into break time with a small existential crisis.
Okay. Well, we can go into break time then, and we'll come back and figure out how you guys are going to escape this sticky situation.
I can't believe you just punched a wall, Mog. What are you, like 15 and called Kyle?
Very young orc.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
The fact that he's aged an extra 10 years.
All right. Yeah, extra 10 years. All right, we'll jump out for now, but we'll see you guys in about 15 minutes and continue on with the fun and exciting adventures of the Vale of Dusk. Wow, so edgy, so cool, so much tear. Don't cry. Try not to cry. Cry a lot.
Yeah, basically.
Big rough. That is indeed correct.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, cute!
No, it's going to be destroyed.
You see the goose in front of you. It is larger than a normal goose. It is holding a soul and a book in its beak. Its eyes are glowing red.
Got attacked by a goose.
The nameless goose, who is actually named Humphrey.
I would like to create a love hunk from afar that calls to Humphrey's heart and soul, pull him away so that we can enter the hut unfettered. I will find him later and kill him and take his entire skin and wear his beak as earrings.
Okay, roll me a deception check.
I wish I had my some music so I could be like, ooh, spooky noises. But you can imagine the spooky noise like, ooh, it's just so spooky.
Very spooky.
The sounds.
It's 3 spoopy, 5 me.
Oh, yes,
Please don't make atmosphere.
I'm doing my
Hubert,
what's
no.
that? Hey, come on down. Just lie on the ground. Stop shooting spells at us, because that makes us shoot pus. And I look down at my pussy wounds.
Oh, God. Stop that. Having something that you can kind of physically see and be like, this is what it is, this is what it looks like, is a very simple way to just keep story flowing.
Oh.
It's another tool to communicate to the players what's happening.
Imaginations are endless.
Players who are new into the game, being able to describe, what a crypt or a dais or something is.
I believe we're in the presence of a trap.
With this, it's like, this pops right up on my screen, and I can see all this stuff, and I don't need to tell anyone about it.
That is amazing. That's so good.
Oh yeah, look at that. Dang.
To have that visualization right there. Pretty impressive, yeah.
Having the visuals, it kind of brings it into a cool world.
It looks creepy.
That's how they get you.
Can I yeet the body down the stairwell?
Roll me a strength check.
Can I help?
Sure.
Yeah.
That'll give advantage.
Oh.
So AJ is yeeting the body down the stairwell.
Mm-hmm. I got another natural 20.
Yay.
Okay, so yeah, you grab it by an ankle and shuck it down the stairs, and you just hear a as it hits the bottom and sort of scoots along the cobblestones a bit. Nothing else happens, except it's a bit red down there now. You might want to watch your step.
I was kind of hoping something would try and attack it, like we'd avoid a trap. But no, I'm just weird. I'm
just weird. Yeah, I think Bag of Emeralds is like standing there and kind of looks over to Poe. So
but
why did we do that?
This is the second time I've played D&D. The first time I played, I actually filled in for a guy that couldn't make it to a session.
I use my powers of perception, and no text on this slate, baby. I pop my collar, I have no worries in the world.
Because my perception is usually pretty high, I can see a lot of things that the other people can't see, which means that I can kind of take advantage of situations a lot easier than I would be able to in just a normal tabletop standard. Like, it'd be very hard to be like, hey guys, I know the Dungeon Master just said I've got all this stuff in the corner, but don't look at it because you characters can't see it.
I believe we're in the presence of a trap.
With this, it's like, it just pops right up on my screen, and I can see all this stuff, and I don't need to tell anyone about it.
What? Oh.
Do me a quick con save.
Oh no. No, it's the disease! Ah! I don't want it.
You're all gonna die.
Papa say you gotta get it.
Oh god.
Papa say you gotta get it.
Wow.
You are safe from the disease this day.
Whoa! That is so beautiful.
Youchie, mouchie. All right.
Good work.
You get on out of there. Do me a quick stealth roll as you're kind of like getting behind like the muddy tracks and stuff like that.
Splish
away
squash,
from these.
splish squash.
Squish squash.
Squish squash, apple sauce. Oh my god.
The natural 20, the natural 1. Oh, fantastic. So like
the duality of man.
Let me tell you why you're here. What if I told you you could mix augmented reality with your RPGs? You take the miniature, the story ends. You keep scrolling and believe tabletop games are limited to physical models. Download Ardent Roleplay. You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the chance to add something new.
Right, I am going to get my book on etiquette and throw the book at him.
Okay, improvised weapon.
Improvised weapon.
Roll a d20 for hit.
Wait, what? You have a bow. Why are you going to throw a book of etiquette?
But I love the poetic irony. This is the kind of player I am.
Okay, so you throw this book, right? And in a glorious grindhouse sort of fashion, in what feels like slow motion, it goes and just buries itself through his forehead. And he slumps to the ground.
Never played it, never played anything interactive. It was always on my bucket list. I've always seen it on movies. My friends play it, and I heard that it's like really immersive and that it can last for months.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I couldn't fathom how gameplay works like that. Like tailoring that some people could see certain things and then like other players couldn't. When they said it's all your imagination, I'm like, what? Like anything?
I'm gonna run up to one of them and like hook my bow over its head, draw it back, and like decapitate.
Imagination is endless, and I think having the visuals, it kind of brings it into a cool way.
Should we try to get her out of here? Are you gonna stab me?
Yes.
I'm not sure if the frog guy is like what we're going for, but he needs to be happy. Look at that happy face. Doesn't that bring you joy? It brings me joy. I hope it brings you all joy too.
Sean Sunday's player screens, D&D player screens arrived today, and can do a quick unpack. And of course they're, particularly good because they have a whole bunch of nice, useful information on them for players, not just DMs. If the GM puts down a card, you can still have a really good view of what's going on in the space. So you're still getting that 3D view. You've got the screen, it's not in the way, which is what I was really hoping for. But that height is just fantastic. So you've really got a good view of what's going on the table with Ardent Roleplay. You can use augmented reality to see what's happening. And you've got this lovely screen to remind you what you're supposed to be doing and how it all works. Thanks, Sean, for these. These are fantastic. I'm really glad we backed your project and looking forward to having a play with them.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, cute!
No, it's going to be destroyed.
You see the goose in front of you. It is larger than a normal goose. It is holding a soul and a book in its beak. Its eyes are glowing red.
Got attacked by a goose.
The nameless goose, who is actually named Humphrey.
I would like to create a love hunk from afar that calls to Humphrey's heart and soul, pull him away so that we can enter the hut unfettered. I will find him later and kill him and take his entire skin and wear his beak as earrings.
Okay, roll me a deception check.
I wish I had my some music so I could be like, ooh, spooky noises. But you can imagine the spooky noise like, ooh, it's just so spooky.
Very spooky.
The stars.
3 spoopy, 5 me.
Oh yes, we'll go get you.
Please don't make atmosphere.
I'm doing my
Qubit, no.
That? Hey, come on down. Just lie on the ground. Stop shooting spells at us, because that makes us shoot pus. And I look down at my pussy wounds.
Oh, God. Stop that. Having something that you can kind of physically see and be like, this is what it is, this is what it looks like, is a very simple way to just keep story flowing.
It's another tool to communicate to the players what's happening.
Imaginations are endless.
Players who are new into the game, being able to describe, what a crypt or a diath or something is.
I believe we're in the presence of a trap.
With this, it's like, this pops right up on my screen, and I can see all this stuff, and I don't need to tell anyone about it.
That is amazing. That's so good.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Dang.
To have that visualization right there. Pretty impressive, yeah.
Having the visuals, it kind of brings it into a cool world.
it looks creepy.
That's how they get you.
Can I yeet the body down the stairwell?
Roll me a strength check.
Can I help?
Sure.
Yeah.
That'll give advantage.
Oh.
So AJ is yeeting the body down the stairwell.
I got another natural 20.
Yay.
Okay, so yeah, you grab it by an ankle and shuck it down the stairs, and you just hear a as it hits the bottom and sort of scoots along the cobblestones a bit. Nothing else happens, except it's a bit red down there now. You might want to watch your step.
I was kind of hoping something would try and attack it, like we'd avoid a trap. But no, I'm just weird.
I'm just weird. Yeah, I think Bag of Emeralds is like standing there and kind of looks over to Bo. So
but
why did we do that?
This is the second time I played D&D. The first time I played, I actually filled in for a guy that couldn't make it to a session. I used my powers of perception, and no text on this slate, baby. I popped my collar. I have no worries in the world.
All right, we're doing it. All right.
Are we having a pet spiel? Because my pet's in here with me.
All right, we're live now.
I know.
It's all right.
Pets, we have them.
Pets.
Midna is just demanding
All right.
attention.
Well, we're back, team. So what do you guys want to do? Do we want to have a quick moment with Baird, like, crying in the corridors of this dungeon with all the cultists around and being like, it's okay, bro. You know, it happens, man.
No, Baird's tissues.
Baird's keeping it together for the most part. Like, there's that, like, if you look too closely, their eyes are, like, his eyes are a little bit wet. Like, he looks like he's about to cry, but he's keeping
conceal,
it very...
don't feel.
Yeah.
You popping a frozen right now? It's fine.
Yeah.
Do that.
Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. He's also like, well, now I have to feign extra confidence to make sure that these people don't suspect or pay too much attention to my old party members. Oh, after hearing that from Lillian, Baird is convinced that the rest of the party hates him as well. It's like, well, even if I'm not trying to hurt them, if they do survive this, they won't want to be my friends anymore.
Gotcha.
Correct. Obviously not. Besides, only your mother could love you.
Oh,
wait.
Stop.
Nobody loves Baird. Even his mistress's love is entirely superficial.
Baird has tried his entire life to be liked by others, becoming a bard, becoming charismatic. It's just never been enough.
I just think he's neat.
I just think they're neat.
Yep. All right. So you probably leave to there's more of a sleeping, like there's like a bed chamber. There's like a few kind of rooms.
It's actually going to go back to the main room because they want to get in. Well, he wants to know more about the ritual and stuff like that, like what rituals and shit are going down. So he wants to observe.
Yep. So you see them kind of like there's presently like three. Hold on, let me just get my cultist chamber. Yeah, there's two cultists in this particular room. There we go. There's two cultists in this room, and they seem to be like doing incantations and prayers. Like they're like invoking the ashes, like, and you can notice actually. You know, there's always this moment I have in my like GMing brain where I'm like, how disgustingly descriptive do I want to be about these disgusting cultists? Anyway, you notice that their arms, like their forearms, are like bare. There are tattoos kind of surrounding them. They're in this like very beautiful purple road looking color, blue and purple, and underneath the skin is writhing. And they seem to kind of be like praying, and one of them like kind of cuts their hand, and black blood starts to like kind of spew from like a very small puncture wound, the very center of their hand. Does it for the other one as well, and begins to pour this like ichor onto altar while praying in Infernal. You get the sense of what they're kind of saying, but obviously without knowing Infernal, it's a bit more difficult. Do you speak Draconic at all?
Elven, Common, and telepathy, apparently.
Telepathy?
Yeah. It's just listed on my thing as a language as is telepathy.
But if you see other people telepathically talking to each other, you're like, I'm into it.
Oh, what's up, man? How you going?
I'm in there too.
That's fine.
The man can use his brain to talk.
But yeah, they're like, and yeah, you don't look too closely at what they're kind of doing, I would say, but you're like getting the gist of what's happening, and they're like basically pouring some of their life, some of their magic into this ritual to bring about what needs to be brought about. It's very much the energy, like magic in general, is about giving over some part of yourself to make something happen. It's kind of like the ebb and flow of the universe to some degree. Belief and willpower are important.
Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. There are, of course, books and pages around the place, and you even see there are like two imps that are like up a little bit closer to the obelisks, and they seem to like kind of be like perched up, just kind of observing, like watching people, like with the like blue kind of horns and kind of like little feathered, like kind of feathery, like black feathered wings. Like they seem to be like an amalgamation between bats and like birds.
In Devil May Cry 5, because there's a character called Griffin in that.
No played that particular game. But yeah. They perch up there and they're like blue kind of like orbits heads like. So what else would you like to try and find out in this particular ritual splash?
Well, Baird would also like to know exactly what the plan is for tomorrow. Or for the next day.
It's in a couple of hours, so it seems like they're in like closer to the like final preparation stage.
I would really like to know what I'm supposed to be doing.
So what you seem to be doing is you're singing like what you're like basically what you know. You're singing tomorrow evening with Hubert at the ball that's happening from Genvolio. Genvolio is like kind of party thing that she's putting on. You're supposed to actually be there for rehearsals now, but you were obviously captured a few hours ago, so she's probably going to be mad at you, but you know,
she's probably going to kick our ass, but
it's fine. Genvolio Genvolio's fine. You know, it's fine. But it's basically the noble elite gathering together for like a like an autumnal kind of festival thing. More than that, you can't really say, but it seems that the cult will be there performing a ritual, and there's some important aspect that you'll be doing that is yet to be kind of uncovered, at least by you. Uther might know more, but you're not certain of. Roll me a quick wisdom save as well. Wisdom check, sorry. Wisdom check.
Take your wisdom privilege.
It's not a big privilege. It's only a +1.
Not much to check.
Yeah.
Not that much to check.
I am not smart.
Go banana.
There we go. 18. My good dude.
Uno, let me check under something.
Un momento.
Yes, good. You seem you recognize the name Cray Hammond. It's you know that there's an Arthur Crayman, and suspect potentially that they might be related. You kind of notice the like similar kind of features of them.
One more question. Everyone else is missing all their stuff. Am I also missing all my stuff?
Nope, you got all your stuff. You got your poison dagger of Goldwire. Yeah, your poison dagger wand. The wand of stab.
The wand of sad stab.
The wand of sad stab. And yeah, you got like everything you've collected. The amulet of Goldwire as well. The book of Amaranth as well. I believe you have most of the magical items, from what I understand.
Really good.
Interesting, nonetheless. Almost like it was fated that you were to have these items.
Oh.
You have noticed as well that there are like amethyst jewelry with these cultists as well. They have like this amethyst like pendant or like some form of amethyst like artifact they got on them.
Okay.
So we'll Steph is
lost it.
Lost it. Oh, there you go. Hello. She's muted as well, so you can't really hear what she's saying.
Yeah, sorry, just sniffle issue. So nobody wants to hear my sniffle issues.
Someone might, but we don't want to talk to them. So we'll flick back to the jail. How are you all feeling, team? While Romy ruminates on what they want to do next.
Roll to cry.
Yes, you may roll to cry. Yes,
roll to cry.
Roll to cry. Come on. Give me a con save. Oh, it's a.
I'm gonna actually do that.
Bed does a
how many tears do I shed? How sad am I?
I don't know.
Not very.
Oh, you're super sad, man. That's like to really get those tears out. It takes work to get your emotions out of you. You know, it's hard. What do you think Lillian's cry is?
Give it up.
Give it up. I almost want to believe, because you're actually not from this particular plane of existence, that it echoes strangely. And you might not cry a lot. So it like echoes slightly, like in a way that maybe others notice, but you do not, because you're too enwrapped in the emotions. But it kind of like is like a soft, reaching cry. Like it reaches out past the normal sound carrying.
So.
And like,
it's even more sad.
It is sad, and it should be sad. You've got to let your feelings happen. You did a really good role to get your sad out. That's great. Feel the sad in you. And yeah, like everyone is having not a particularly cash money time.
I'm sorry, guys.
Both my money and cash are absent, so that's correct.
I want you to understand, Romy, that when you told me that you wanted to be like this warlock from this evil patron, and I was like, you want to be this evil patron's.
I would like to just mention to the stream that originally I messaged Jacob and was like, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool if my warlock was had the patron that was the big bad? That'd be a fun reveal." And then he said no, and then I was like, "Oh, I chose this patron." I chose the lurker in the deep, and he went, "That's the big bad." I was like, "You."
That's got to be the big bad. Yeah, I remember being like, "No, that'd be interesting."
Yeah, you weren't really for it, and then you were like, "Oh wait, you chose the big bad anyway."
I guess go off. It's happening now. Let me just write that into
What's behind door number 2? Oh, it's the big fucking bad guy.
The same option, just with slightly different dressing.
Yep, the lurker in the deep. Gold Eye, man. Technically, Gold Eye can be the lurker in the deep or the Undying one as well. So, take your pick. Both. Anywho, so Steph rolls to cry, does a good job. Mog, what do you like to do with your time?
Mog is very, physically upset, but he's not crying. He's,
physically upset?
Like, he's, leaning against the walls like this with his head down,
Put all this money effort into trying to help you guys escape, and you just crying about it.
In a fit of rage, he's going to, pull on the bars and try to break them off.
Yes!
Give him a break.
Thank you.
All right, do me your strength test again.
Give him an advantage. They're cold. Do it.
Oh, that's a bit of good. All right.
Good.
Is it a save or a check?
I will. No, it's a check. Check.
That's a strength save.
Oh, was it a save? Whoops. No,
it's a check. Sorry, yes,
it's a check.
Should be a check because you're whipping.
Save your strength. Okay.
It's certainly an athletics check. Sorry.
Oh, it's an athletics. Oh, well, I can do that again if we want.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Take the original.
The original was better.
Come on.
It's fine. The original is better. You. Let me just double check these notes because I don't think that's quite enough to bend metal bars. No, it's not.
One of them is cold.
Oh, one of them is cold, that's right.
I chilled one specifically so that it would break.
From what I can understand, it's very much like a, what's it called? Kevin Bacon, like emotion, like,
why is this so hard?
Yeah. Why would he do this?
Yeah. And yeah, one of the bars is definitely more is chilled and like is a bit like frosted, but you probably don't pull that particular bar. You pull them and kind of like, but you just don't manage to get it.
Oh.
Just.
I was definitely trying to pull on the front. I thought like they spread out. I'm not sure what kind of bars these are. Yeah, they're like.
I'm assuming they're just straight bars. So one of them in
particular. You can actually check an Ardent Roleplay, amazingly. Yeah. Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't see.
I've never heard of it before myself. Yeah.
Surely the front would branch out. I would have grabbed that area. Broken.
Small.
Gonna grab that area, you like grab the square and pull it off.
Yeah, like the spot that he froze.
Oh, you only find this. You find like more than anything, you want to probably do a perception check to really find that out because it's not super obvious, and potentially it's just like a thing you find. You find this like frozen little piece, and it seems like a little bit weaker. It seems, but
he did do it in front of us though, and then lied to the guard straight away.
Yeah, but do you trust him? Go for it then. Try again. Right. This time with advantage.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Good scrub.
Meets beats. And you manage to pull open the bars with your incredible Herculean strength. You are now able to escape.
Wow. But I've been here so long, I don't know what the outside world will be like.
Plato's allegory for the cave.
So I hate to be that person, but I also love to be that person. What about Damon and Mathaman?
Yeah, what about him?
Who have just been quietly letting us rage over there.
I'm assuming that Damon is probably unconscious. The best way.
Mathaman with his, I'm gonna say he's got a beard now. He's got like a proper like longer beard. You've seen Mathaman's like little like NPC like.
Wait, how long have we actually been down here?
Years.
Like it's from the aging process. He's just got a big old beard. He is like got his hands against the bars and is like kind of like looking up to the rest of you with this just like this fraught look on his face. He appears to have his faith wavering in trusting you guys, which has been slowly building over the last couple sessions, but really is just really popping really nicely right now with the betrayal of Bed. And Damon is beside himself, I would imagine. Basically, like, unable to really kind of process what why Bed would do. Why would Bed do this?
Why Bed do?
Why Bed do? Do what, Bed? Why?
Do?
Why Bed?
Why?
Okay.
Everyone getting philosophical in their cells.
Yeah. Damon's off having some kind of philosophical existential crisis, like melting his brain out of his helmet.
Yeah. But you guys are free to escape and potentially help them open their cell as well. You haven't made any sound to alert the guards yet.
No wave.
There's still time.
However,
Shawnee, I swanna John.
I swanna John. Yeah. All right.
Is there a way from the bars that I pulled off? Is there any that are like sticking out that I can make like a club from or anything like that? Like
like a Jimmy, like Jimmy it in there.
Yeah, you probably be able to do that. I'll let you be able to do that. You can use it as a weapon. Be a improvised weapon, unfortunately.
Pythagoras once said, if I had long enough lever, I could move the world.
But do you probably
Thanks, Hubert.
We'll say
Yeah,
a D.
just like,
we'll say a
what?
D.
Did Hubert say that? Because that's the most intelligent thing he's ever said.
Hubert says it all backwards. Pythagoras once said, levers can move.
Levers move can.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. But yeah, you got like a pry bar or club of some sort. It'll probably do about D6 damage, but it'll be with without proficiency. So keep that in mind. It's a big piece of metal. You can smack people with it.
Can it not be considered a club? Or can I use it as a club?
Is it a club of D6 anyway?
It's a D4 plus 4.
No, because it's an improvised weapon as well. It's because it's not a proper club that's weighted to be a club. It's just like a piece of metal you've ripped off the wall and been like, I'm going to use this as a club now. It's not, yeah.
Okay.
Just be a bit more janky than a properly made weapon, yeah.
If you want to be a proper club, just don't let anyone else join. It has to be very exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive club only. Don't let Hubert touch it.
Yes. Let the fathers of the city join your club.
There's too many puns happening in this stream. I need to leave.
This is what the people want. All right. So what you like to do now, team? Apart from cry and pry bar.
Mog would like to go and see if can I do a perception check just in the general room, see if there's anything I can use to help Mathman and my best friend get out.
With the pry bar, with the bar, you probably could do it. You can like
use bar,
leave it. You could also use the coins potentially on the table to jimmy the locks if Steph's character can manage that. Because they're like thin pieces of copper. They're like usable as lockpicks. This was what the coins were potentially, but no.
You assume too much of us, sir.
I assume you to be creative because that's what you are.
Well, now that they've been described that way,
yeah,
I'll certainly give it a shot.
Oh, right, of course. I forgot you didn't say that in the text I gave you, the thin metal coins that were not from Namna.
I didn't know it was a LucasArts game where
you call them coins, and I automatically assume they're round.
No, yeah, thin pieces of metal. Thin slices, thin slices of metal. Sorry, I think is what I said.
Undelicious potato chips.
Undelicious.
Thanks, I hate it.
Undulating potato chips.
It's terrible.
I know. It's a terrible place. You're not in a good. You're not in a cash money place. You may. Yeah, thin slices of copper.
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go get those coins then, and just
get that money.
More money, more power.
$1.
Nice.
Respectable.
Tom's going off.
Right.
Like blat blat blat.
My neighbors have covered their car with numerous quilted blankets, so I'm taking from them that it does hail in this area from time to time.
Use the
It hailed here yesterday enough to make it look like my friend's car was covered in snow.
Damn, that's cool. Delightful. That's Christmas. It's Christmas.
It's the middle of summer.
Christmas. The Australian Christmas, you know. You get
hail damage.
Hail
Australian Christmas gift.
Bless.
So, man, I hate it when it hails. Yeah, no, those the spikes on them are really hard. The what? Welcome to Australia.
Yeah, even the hail is more dangerous for some reason.
Yeah, rain spiders here. It's the best.
The best.
Everyone's scared about spiders and snakes, and I'm like, it's the birds and the weather that you need to be scared of.
The only bird that truly scares me is the
cassowary.
The cassowary. Yeah. I love that. Like any other bird, you could be like joking about, like, ha ha ha, that's a dangerous bird in Australia because Australians love that. But the cassowary, like, no, man.
Cassowary will kill you. For
absolutely
fun.
never fuck with the cassowary.
Don't even say their name. You might invoke their anger.
They're like,
I'm so glad I don't live in Queensland.
That's why we're wary of the cassowary.
Emus are just big dickheads, but cassowaries.
Murderous monster machines.
They're like they're
dinosaurs, and they think they're dinosaurs.
No, they remember that they were dinosaurs, and they're angry about the fact that they're not anymore.
Yeah. So, Mog, you gonna go to the cell? Are you gonna touch Damon's hand? It's like,
no, I'm just gonna go ask Mathman and Damon. Yeah, I am gonna touch Damon's hand. Mathman and Damon, and then we're gonna all together try to use leverage to pull up this door.
Sounds good to me. I can assist you.
Okay, wait, hang on. Wait, no, never mind. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just noise.
He's going to make a lot of noise.
And I can't do anything about the noise at the moment because that will make more noise.
Mm-hmm.
You can come and catch it when we lift it up.
Mm-hmm. Like,
okay.
Why don't you try the lockpicks first?
No, so you get that bar, you stick it in there, and then Damon takes the other half. He's like, "Are you ready? Are you ready?"
Yes.
And you do it. So roll me a strength check with advantage.
Check or athletics?
Oh, athletics. Sorry, yeah, athletics check.
Another one. 24. The first
Hey,
you pop it open,
and we softly put it down.
You softly put it down.
Yep.
Whatever.
All right. You softly put it down. All right. Your team is out. You're naked. Not really. But you don't have any items or gear, really. You have your clothes. That's about it. What do you want to do now?
Max, what do we want to do, gang?
Like peer through a door to see if we can stealth out of here, maybe?
I'm not wearing heavy armor anymore, so
So stealth is an option.
It's stealthy.
Oh, we need to find our stuff.
I should definitely leave it to Lillian, though. Lillian, can you peek through the door?
Why?
You're the stealthy one.
You're the stealthy one.
All right. Let me check.
I could make people invisible if you want the invisibility song.
No, that will cause sound.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I can't do any of my
then
stuff.
Who made the sound?
Yes, they're going to walk in and be like, a head count seems to show.
1, 0.
All right.
Take us away.
Mayhaps I listen at the door and see if I can hear anyone. Just
What? You can hear two guards just outside the doorway. They seem to be on either side of the exit. They're about like here. There's actually the hallway beyond, which does sound like relatively thin and narrow, but yeah. You can hear two guards out there. Do me a perception test to hear more than that if you would like, but that's what you basically get, the sense of like where everything is.
give that 13.
13? You think that they're the ones closest, and if you like, you know, you might be able to sneak up on them, maybe, but you don't hear anyone else beyond that.
Okay, I'm going to go back and tell everyone else what I can hear. There's two, and you're in here, and we might be able to sneak up on them.
Maybe.
Jury's out on whether I would be any use, though.
We have a way to put them to sleep.
If you have the sleep spell, if you get outside the cell, away from the alarm spell, which you assume is only within the jail cell.
That's a crazy assumption.
I do not assume that, though,
No.
because
Make a lot of
Baird
assumptions.
did a spell on the bars, and he was outside of it.
Mm-hmm. Inside the jail, like the actual
That was
jail room.
inside the actual jail room.
Jail room, yeah.
Yeah, he was on bar at the time. Yeah.
How are you so lightning fast at this?
I make bad
Nick
things
is
in
an
my
actual
brain.
bard.
I have a problem.
It's too powerful. Need to be put down.
Take him out back.
Oh no. Please don't shoot me with a weird shotgun.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm a little bit sad I didn't get to, you know, probably mutate one of you, but one day.
Wait! Excuse you.
Mm-hmm. Just drink the Kool-Aid, man. It's fine. It's cash money.
I look to Mog and I say, Mog, you're very strong. Very strong.
I would.
Mm-hmm.
He's asking to
I'm
be
gonna
choked.
just-
He's into it.
You could grapple. You could grapple them and like choke them out. Maybe Damon could help you with that as well.
Oh, we could do that. Did you say that they were facing away from us? Like
Yeah, they're facing away. Yeah.
Okay.
Like in every good stealth game.
I can coordinate with Damon. Be like,
I believe in you guys. I believe in you. And if you fuck it up, well,
it's gonna be.
You'll all die, and then I get to transform you into terrible mutants, undead ones.
And then the game is over.
No, the game just becomes a different thing. It becomes now we take over Naminar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, fun. Ooh,
oh, no, we're failing. Oh, no. No.
This is terrible. Jacob.
Mm-hmm. Look, what's that thing with from Batman? Here's villains,
You
blah, blah, blah.
you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
And that is exactly what happens in every one of my games. And I swear to God, it's going to be one of these as well. We'll see how much villain we get by the end, though. We'll see. All right. So, I need you to roll me a stealth check. Mog. And Lillian... do you do anything to make yourself more stealthy?
I currently cannot.
Mm-hmm.
Who does
I have to be
that?
out of the cell before I can do anything.
Out of the prison room.
Yeah.
Now, let's imagine that we are our characters for just a quick moment now. What makes sound when you walk?
Guns.
Everything.
Armor.
Yes. Correct. Feet make sound when you walk. You got boots on. That's a good thing you could...
You want to die hard?
I'm surprised they got to keep their boots.
Pretty sure I don't.
Yeah, they keep the boots. They keep your boots. They don't give a shit about keeping your boots. They check the boots, but they give you the boots back.
My metal boots, okay. If I'm still wearing...
Oh, no, your metal boots. Oh.
Yeah, no. Mog's barefoot.
My mistake. You have metal boots. My bad. You have no feet on. You have no shoes.
You have no feet on.
No feet on. Although usually
He's like a Bratz doll.
Usually the plate boots are things that you put over actual boots. They're just armor on there.
I have my extremely soiled King's Restian brogues, which I've been wearing the whole time, and I really didn't want to soil in the swamp, but they have been ruined, so I'm okay to take them off.
Yeah. You can prestidigitation.
He's just got Hubert doesn't want to take his shoes off because he's got really weird looking feet.
How did you know?
really weird.
Because Baron is a drow and you're a human, thus you must be weird.
Mm-hmm. Must have weird feet. It's just known. All right.
It is known.
So what's your plan, team? You Mog and Damon and Lillian are going to try and take these guys out with the old sneak up behind them, grapple them, bring them into the cell, and then beat them to death.
There's only two of them. I don't see why I need to be involved.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
If they're
I'll be no help.
If they're right there, do we have to do a stealth check? Because couldn't we just open the door and jump on them? Because we both have grapple. Things grapple.
It's more than it's like a stealth check so they don't hear you. It's pretty easy to get by them because they don't have a very high passive perception, but it's still an important step in the difficulty process of this particular encounter. So get good is all I'm going to say. I believe in you.
Okay, so do I do a stealth check then, or do we just jump on them?
Yep, do a stealth check.
Do I get plus anything to that? Because I just realized I haven't got my shoes on, I haven't got my armor on.
Plus your dexterity. And because you don't have your shoes on, you can do it with advantage.
Yeah.
All right, you do it with advantage. Advantage, because I'm so generous.
He's so generous. It feels very much the master has given Dobby a sock. That's the kind of generosity that feels like.
Oh, the crumbs from your table. Ugh.
Yeah, basically. When your DM being generous.
Sweet.
Look at me go. So much generosity.
Throw me a literal bone.
Yeah, Damon seems like he's doing pretty well. Oh, he did really well.
Yeah,
right. Luckily enough, I was thinking about this when I was doing this. Because Damon has gotten a natural 20 for his stealth up towards them, he negates you being too fucking loud, Mog. All right? He has helped you just a little bit, just enough that the guards don't meets beats you, because it's literally meets beats. It's 10. It's 10. So there would have been a different advantage, but, that's fine. You sneak up on them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Go for it. Jump on him. Yep. Do me a kick his ass. Kick his ass. All right, I need you to do me a grapple check. It, I believe, is a athletics check. Producer, help me out here. Grappling.
I think it's
Post strength check.
Post strength check. Mm-hmm. Oh no. For the aggressor, athletics, and the other one, it's like basically a post strength check. Good. All right.
I rolled 9.
You rolled a 9.
Yeah.
Plus your athletics.
Yep. So I rolled 2. Sorry.
All right, you rolled 2. Right. Okay, cool. Then we rolled a 15. The guards. The athletics is not a lot. Not a lot, you know. This is for yours. Yep. Cool.
Cool.
This is the other guys.
Cool.
Yeah. So Damon gets his. Mog, you do not get yours. And he starts choking him out and tries to bring him back into the cell.
Yeah.
I wish Baird could see.
All right. So your guy knocks you back and is in defense. We'll go to just initiative roll now because you managed to surprise them.
Oh, yes.
Initiative.
Ooh, they failed really bad. Oh no.
Still 20, brother. Hang out on the number 20. Doing 20 things.
We're all doing the thing.
So Damon will be on your turn, Mog, and then we'll do the other one. So you get to act again. And Hubert, you get to act as well. And Lillian, you'll get to act before them as well. You're Damon has dragged his in. Hold on, let's get old Damon Theomune. There we go. For the World 20. Yep. So Damon dragged his into the room. Mog, you gotta drag yours in there. Go on. Get it.
Yeah. I have to do another athletics check?
We'll go Lillian first. So Lillian, what would you like to do? Or would you like to hold your action until something else happens?
I'm going to hold my action.
Cool.
Now, I'm aware that I need to actually say what I'm going to do when I hold my action.
Yep.
So I'm going to attack the person when Mog does. Sorry, when Damon does, because that's the closest one.
Sounds cash money. All right. Hubert, what would you... We'll say that Mog goes first because he got the... actually, Hubert, you technically go first. You want to hold your action until someone attacks someone?
I deleted my token by accident. I also have not been.
And this is why we don't usually have control over our own tokens.
Yeah, baby went smush.
Yeah,
if you have games on your phone, I will swipe and purchase everything. So
yeah,
God,
yeah,
baby, no, baby, stop. All right, there's your new one now, baby.
Thank you.
Yeah,
don't break it
and bust it.
Okay. So I'm gonna
stop getting mad that I'm not petting you. King Jesus, cat.
Me?
No, the cat. She's just getting grumpy every time I stop petting her for a brief second.
Meow.
Can I? Okay, the unchoked man.
Unchoked man. Yep.
Yeah. Unchoked.
Unchoked. Yep.
Should be choked.
Want should be more choked. Yeah.
Can't choke. Can't distance choke.
Can't distance choke. Can't force choke. You can if you have a spell for it, but you can't force choke otherwise.
Assist in Damon choking?
Assist Damon choking. Yeah, I'm going to move up here.
Oh, don't bite me, you... Ow.
Cat's attacking.
Hit me.
I want to believe that's what's happening in the other room where Baird is. He's like,
Baird's
just chilling out and
trying to play with it.
Like cat. It's like a demon cat. He's like, oh.
Ow, she bit me.
Ow, you bastard. It's like, ow. He's like scurries down the dungeon hallway. Like,
yeah.
Far more significantly with Mog. Don't bite me! Don't bite!
Too real.
Yeah, I'm going to hold my action. Oh, no, I'm going to use my action to help. No, hold action. If Mog bring near, help. Help Mog.
Yeah, help Mog. Attack when Mog bring in. Yeah, good. Gotcha. Yep, cool. Mog, it's now your time to shine.
Okay. Shine!
Shine, Moggy, shine.
Ah, you did. Good. Now, the only way that they could possibly succeed is by getting a natural 20.
Don't you fucking dare.
Oh, don't do it. Oh my god.
Only a 5. It's fine. And yeah, you bring him on in. You're like,
I want to lift him up and bring him in.
Yeah, you lift him up and you bring him in.
Hell yeah.
Your vice-like grip. Oop. He's come in. Aha! There we go. All right. Now, Damon is going to give him the people's elbow. And
why didn't they call it the peep elbow?
The pelbo, as they call it. He does a amount of damage to him. Yep, just 5 damage to him. And then it is. Yep, other actions get to go off now. So Steph and Hubert, go for it.
Ooh. Steph, go first.
Yep. Cool. I still don't have a weapon, but I'm going to punch a man 3 times and hope I hit.
Yeah, welcome to the Fortitude Valley.
It's like...
Can you assist Mog just choking him out?
Choke him out?
Just a busy night on like Friday evening in Frankston. It's fine.
Yeah, mate, it's fine.
But everyone covered here. Melbourne, Brisbane, everyone covered.
That's the important states in the East Coast.
The only places where humanity lives.
London, Paris, Brisbane, Melbourne.
That's it. Yeah, we don't talk about America anymore.
New York used to be included on that list, but not anymore.
No.
I'm really bad at punching.
Wah wah.
I'm really bad at punching.
Get good, scrub.
Do I get any advantage from him being in a grapple while I try and do
advantage? Yeah, you get advantage when he attacks.
Advantage as fuck.
Can I do that?
Roll
then?
3. Roll 3 more times. Yeah, you just roll 3 more times. If you hit,
Hopefully, I hit.
Actually, that first one you don't hit.
Yes.
The second one you do hit. Third one you do hit. I was so you've missed once, hit twice. Do your damage. That's your strength.
Okay. Not very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a -1.
damage.
You do 1 you do 2 damage
Imagine
to
it's
him.
bared.
Like,
I was looking at my damage, like, why does it say 0? Now I know.
You do 1 damage to him though, because you always do 1 damage.
Okay.
You did it. You're helping.
I try.
I help. And Hubert, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Oh,
You cast a spell, I see. Yes.
Well, no, I'm in the.
Do not.
The nega realm.
Don't cast.
Pick up a piece of iron and hit that bitch with.
In that exact phrase, I would like to pick up a piece of iron and hit that bitch.
Yes.
You may. You don't have any skill with using a piece of iron, but it does a d6 of damage. So
not at all. Not even in the fucking slightest.
Not even a little bit. But you do get you get like advantage for hitting him.
Yeah, so 2 d20s. Watch out.
Wow.
I was happy as a bard with 2 d20s.
Happy as a bard, 2 d20s, baby. Ooh, look at that. You hit him.
I didn't expect this.
Yes, 1d6 plus your strength.
I'd like to thank God.
The Academy.
My parents. I'd like to thank the Academy for getting there.
Yep, you give him 3 damage with your attack. Good job. Proud of you.
3 damage.
Solid work.
3 damage. All right, now it's top of the round. It goes to is it Lillian's go again? Lillian, give him the people's elbow again.
Do they have a knife on them that I can steal?
They do actually have a knife on them that you can steal. Yeah.
Can I take it off them?
You can. Yeah. You can just
cool.
Yeah. So
I just take it, I guess. Do I need to roll for something to take it?
Do me a sleight of hand to take it off them because it's like kind of attached to the belt. So you could. Tell you what, it takes an action to take it off them.
Is there a disarm?
And then you're good. I think there's a disarm, but I can't exactly.
What if you tell them you're the knife inspector and that you need to inspect his knife?
You take it off. Like take it off them as an action, and then you have a knife now. You can.
Okay.
If you have a bonus,
shall do that.
If you have a bonus action to attack, you can potentially do that as well. I think there's a You can do a bonus action to do attack, but it's much harder to hit with it. You don't get your proficiency with the dual wielding one.
Okay.
You can use a bonus action to attack. You stab. You take it off and stab him once with a bonus action, but you don't get proficiency.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. I'm happy
Better
to
than
do
nothing.
that. Yeah.
Go for it.
So
I believe in you.
I don't know how to calculate the thing then. Is it just
So I just roll a d20 plus your dexterity.
there we go.
Because it's a finesse weapon.
Stab him.
You stab him. You do 1d4 worth of damage plus your dexterity.
Shankity shank shank.
Excellent.
My new next character, Shankity Shank Shank.
This is I want to just appreciate this is an incredibly violent situation that you're in right now. Like, dear Lord,
You literally just broke out of prison and now you're shivving someone. It's great.
Yeah. Prison has changed Lillian. She just lost all hope in like bed, in life.
Recidivism is a terrible thing.
Look, when they say weird things in Infernal that are like, oh, we're going to change them into weird things, I'm not having any of that. Thank you very much.
No,
thank you.
no.
Not today.
Not today, Satan.
I'm out.
Not today, Satan. Literally.
Actually, what's going through your head right now? Not today, Golderaya.
All right, that's 5 damage. You do some good damage twos, and then it is Mog's go. Mog, give him the people's elbow. Actually, you got to maintain the grapple. Actually, that's your energy.
You thought you had an action, but you don't.
What would it be called? I want to like break this guy's neck.
So what I will say is as long as you maintain the grapple, after a certain amount of time, they will have to do con saves to remain conscious because they're like losing air. They're like struggling to fight. So do your athletics check. There will be some damage with that they will take, like probably a d6. So athletics check d6.
Yeah.
They're getting damaged while they're being choked out by you. And then they will start to do con saves to remain conscious, and then they'll fall onto unconsciousness. Okay?
Okay, so 14 to maintain the... Okay.
They get 11, so you succeed. For Damon Theomune, he gets a 16, and they get a 10, so succeeds again. Do your d6 of damage. Plus your strength, obviously. Plus 4.
Is that right? I may have not done. Oh, you're right.
Yep. So Damon does 9. You do 7. You like, and they're like struggling to like get out of the grapple. They are still in a grapple, so they can like they grab one of them grabs their knife and tries to stab you.
Isn't the one that I'm holding, he hasn't got the knife anymore?
Yeah.
They have 2 knives.
Oh, no.
They got multi-attack knife. Yeah, they got 2 knives. Oh, no, they don't, actually. So the one you don't... never mind. He struggles weakly, but the one attacking Damon does stab him. He takes some damage, and then we go to... I believe it is Hubert's go.
Me? Well, okay. I would like...
Are you quite done?
Well, no, I've just begun.
To live wildless in promises.
That thing that bards do, which I have forgotten about, perform a bardic inspiration.
Is that a spell?
It is a spell.
It is a magical. It's a magical ability. Any magical abilities are usually triggered by this.
I thought it was just because people popped up.
Treat this like an anti-magic field.
Okay, yeah.
But it doesn't have anti-magic. It's just if a spell or magical effect goes off, it's like, ah!
I thought I could sneak that under the door, but no, it is magic. Okay, well.
It's a shiny golden god. If you think it's time to fucking fuck and fucking go out of control.
No.
The DM's lost it.
Look what you've done.
I know.
I will not inspire anyone, but I will help.
Yeah, you'll help
through my song. I will ensure that Lillian feels comfort and assurance, and more than that, my hands guiding the, not my hands, but my voice guiding her blows.
Yep.
You can punch. You can punch so good.
Roll me a stealth. Actually, let me just hold on. Let me just.
It's a quiet song. It's very quiet.
Yeah, it's a quiet song. It's a quiet song. It's fine.
Damn it!
It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, then Lillian, it's your turn.
Lillian, you have the advantage.
Get him, boys.
I'm to stab someone twice then.
Double stab.
I'm not having any of it.
The spiciest of stabs.
With the knife, yep.
I'm just not here for it.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yep.
My mouse has decided it doesn't know how to work anymore, so I'm just gonna use a keyboard. Well, that was natural 20.
Ooh. All right. Yep. Do your damage dues? That's 2 d6. 2d4, sorry. 2d4.
That's 3.
Plus dexterity.
Well, that second one didn't hit. Can I use the advantage to try and hit again? Thingamadooby?
Yeah. You still have advantage on them. Like, it's just getting double advantage at this point. It doesn't really stack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Well, I'll just do the thingamadooby and then roll again.
Mm-hmm.
Can I order a venti knife stab, please?
Can I just get +5 to stab, please? I just want +5 to stab from this action. Yes, that'd be good for me. Like, okay.
Yeah, 2 shots of caramel.
Ooh.
And
2 shots of poison.
Yep, does 6 damage. Like, that's
great,
it. Yeah, you're like. There's blood pouring onto the ground
not
as well.
having it.
Yeah.
That's a 25 right there. I don't think I need to roll this other one, but there we go. Yep, got a 25. That's all right.
Oh,
that's something.
Give him a stab. Give him the stab.
We don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Nice. You do some more damage to him. So
how's he looking?
He's looking bad. Mog, roll me another athletics check, and I'll get Damon to the same. And if they fail this one, I'm going to just say that they expire with you guys repeatedly stabbing them in the chest.
Yay!
Oh.
Yes.
Just manages to escape. So the one that I believe Lillian is stabbing in his like close to dying breath manages to escape. I'll just check what
Not for long, Mitch.
Jesus.
It's a no from me.
And Damon, he's gonna he may have a rough one with this one.
Well, an ambulance, but not for me.
It's so good.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
For me.
Oh, and his escapes as well. They both escaped.
You have failed.
So this one's crawling on the ground, blood spewing behind him, and then managed to get out the doorway.
Darn!
And like 5, 10, 15.
Are we just gonna like drag him in horror movie style?
Yeah. And like this guy does the same thing. He gets back, like gets out there, and like looks behind you guys, and then throws a spiritual weapon at you. Like a spiritual weapon appears like right next to you, and there's hold on, let's get a little thing for that. Ooh, this one. 2 scythes appear out of thin air and attack you. Probably going to be for Mog. One. Cool. No, 20 gotcha. Slash 1d8. That's 5 damage. Does it like stabs you? The other one is going towards Hubert.
What?
Yes. Hits you again with the 20. 8. And yep, does 5 damage to you as well. And they start to like crawl out of the area. Then it will go to
Mr. DM.
Yes.
Can Barrett have decided to return to the cell at this point just to like check on everyone?
Yes, you may.
I thought we were just going to sit in the cell like, well,
So
this is what's going on.
So I'll show you what the actual like corridors of the dungeon look like as well, because they are important to know. Get away from me, Bixby. You know, it's not for you. So the corridors look a little bit like this. So it's on the exposed card. Incredibly. This is kind of what they look like. They're relatively like simple stone edifices that kind of crisscross around the place. And as you kind of approach, obviously, like one of these sections, because it's like a little T intersection here, you move towards where the cells do, which is in the further like position of the dungeon. It's like in the far back, but it echoes quite well when the alarm spells goes off. When you understand, you see the two guards or two cultists like crawling, bloodied, and stuff like that out from the cell. You have seen that there are two guards that tend to walk around with incense and incantations and the similar kind of like purpley woad tattoos, or the purpley woad like kind of arcane symbols that have been etched on their skin for what you assume the ritual would be, milling about from place to place in here. So they do exist in the actual hallways, and they do get called to bigger place when they need to. But yeah, this is what you kind of see and run into.
Have you more and ask what woad is?
Woad is actually like a bluish color that you would normally see in Celtic. Celtic war paint is generally woad. It's from a particular berry that actually drives people quite insane and is considered the Woad Warriors, like the berserkers. Was kind of like because they would get
Mad Max 2, the Woad Warriors. Is that what you just fucking said to me?
No, not Mad Max 2. It's just like those would be the Road Warriors. The Woad Warriors. They like the actual chemicals like in the berries would just get them really like
messed up,
tripping basically. So they run into battle with this incredible amount of like adrenaline and just straight up murder people. And people are like, what? They don't care if they die. Like I don't know what's happening here. And they'd see people run in there and be like, no, fuck that, I'm out.
Yeah, you know what?
Absolutely.
I want to live.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
I choose life.
It was considered a great honor to be one of the Woad Warriors because obviously the stuff is hard to find and great honor to die in this particular way. Yeah. But yes, fun fact. So you stumble on this bed and roll me initiative to see how you get. Actually, you know what? Just take an action. What would you like to do?
My action is to take my poison stabby wand and jab it into whichever one of them is closest to me.
Roll me an attack.
Okay, hold on.
With advantage, of course, because they're on the ground.
Yes, excellent. I just need to. That's a strength attack or a dex attack?
Dex attack because it's a finesse weapon.
Excellent.
It's a wand. It's basically like a dagger, sort of. And you have the stats for the dagger, yes?
No, you never gave them to me.
Oh. Oh, well, it's 2d. It's 2d8 poison damage on top.
Cool.
Easy. That wooden thing left a hole in my armor.
It's only slightly better.
Yep, that's fine. Cool. You don't manage to hit them though. Yep. Yeah. You feel like the actual like dagger kind of like resist you a bit as you try to plunge it into their head. You're like, and you're like, and you feel an unseeable eye rest upon your soul.
Not again.
Excellent. I have a bonus action for Grasp of the Deep. I'm just going to try and hold them in place then.
Yep.
Cool.
You named your tentacle yet?
Well, there's new tentacles every single time. It's like the ants from Ant-Man. It's not a name, it's a number.
Yeah.
I don't actually have to roll for...
It just appears and you get a tentacle and you're like, smash.
And I get to... Oh, wait, no, it's a melee spell attack.
Yep, so roll me a melee spell attack.
Hold on, I'm just trying to...
Looks like you really pitched a tentacle there.
I'll kill you, and it will look like an accident.
You succeed.
Excellent.
Do some
cool.
damage.
I am going to do some damage.
Which one are you going with? The one that's like bloodied and like got a blood trail coming out?
No, because he looks like he's basically on death's door.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go for the one that looks slightly more healthy. And there we go.
Did you bring 2 more guards to our door, or are you just coming on your own?
No, I'm coming by myself.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I'm just double checking. Awesome. What are you... Sorry, my cat is being a pest. Is it on? Sorry, I'm just double checking on my... Okay, it's lightning damage, by the way. I'm going with lightning damage.
Yep.
Bam.
So I imagine it wraps, like it appears from underneath him and wraps up around him and then starts choking him to death.
Yeah, basically it just like twines around him and then you just... Because it's got electric in it.
Got electric in it.
Yay.
Well, electrical juice. And like you guys see Bed on the other side, they like stab and then rise up the tentacle and like...
Stay their hand
Lillian,
out. Like...
it's now your turn.
Yeah, I just want to kill my person if that's possible.
Yep. Roll me an attack with advantage, obviously, because it's on the ground.
It's 2 of them coming right up.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Shall I just not re-roll?
How do you kill him? Sorry.
Yeah.
How do you kill him?
Yeah,
He's like on the ground, like back towards you. So
yeah, well, I'd like to stab him through his heart, either way, through his back,
right through the ribcage,
and just stare at Bed, like no words, just welcome back.
Mm-hmm. Makes eye contact with Lillian and just like the tears, like.
Yep. Do you want to do an attack on the other one? Like you like pull that dagger up and then throw it down at the other. Like you throw the dagger down at the other one.
Make that joke during the break because they're watching the stream.
Yep. You monster.
Amazing.
I'm glad I managed to embody that.
I'm not. I'm not disappointed. I'm just very, very angry.
Yeah. You've disappointed Mum. How could you?
Whoa. Take 6,000 psychic damage.
Yeah, I was going to say, down to psychic damage, just
Yeah, playing in my game is definitely like, just taking psychic damage whenever I'm like, hey, you want some tortured past? Yay! All right, you do the other stab. Just roll it up for me.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, that hits and do some damage.
I'm having none of it clearly today. The dice are hearing me. It's the heart of the dice.
Believe in the heart of the gods.
Oh, that's a 7. Yeah, that's pretty good. He's on death's door now. Hubert, it's all you, baby.
Oh no!
Fantastic.
Oh, don't say such things.
I think you could just literally kick this guy at this point and he'd just expire.
Yeah.
Kick his head clean off.
Oh my god! Don't curb stomp him, please.
No, do it.
Too powerful.
Yeah, but would Hubert do that? I can't actually see him doing.
I could definitely see him taking a kick at someone, like just like a football, like a soccer player, like about to take a free kick.
Yeah.
Oh no. It somehow seems worse.
It does somehow seem worse. Yes.
At heart I strike at thee.
Oh jeez, I got a sandwich. Don't do it to me. Just Raven, no.
Do it.
That's an unarmed attack. Let's roll for it. Roll for it, shall we? Do I get advantage on this? Is he still? He's on the ground, yeah.
Don't you have the piece of metal?
Yes, cave his head in.
Yeah, get a piece of metal. Give him the old people's justice.
I give him the worst of a putt, kind of just like, gah!
It's just like a golf swing.
A golf swing.
Oh, I feel like that's actually worse.
Give it to him.
I'm gonna roll a d20. Roll it.
Mathman walks through everyone and
whoa, he's a ghost.
Here he comes.
+3 and crushes his skull under his foot. Like
if anyone's not having any of this, it's Mathman.
Yeah.
Tracks.
Like you hear this like crack and the splintering of like his skull under his foot. And he's like,
"Can I get a little more wet on that folly? Can I get a little more?"
and like very similar to Lillian, gives Baird a full-bodied look, like a.
Baird's like lower lip is like trembling, like they look frightened, to be honest.
Og is still furious and has his fists clenched. He slowly walks up to Baird. And
you go.
He throws his fists around Baird and gives him a quick hug. And says, I knew you loved us. And is very, very happy.
Baird just starts crying. Like, just actually, this.
Matherman gives like a bit of a nod to Lillian and then to Hubert, and then pulls up both of the cultist corpses and drags them back into the cells.
Yeah. Baird sort of like tries to like explain again, like, I swear I didn't know. And I know you don't believe me.
I believe you.
You see him physically bite back the urge to say, "Shut up, Hubert." It's still Baird.
My opinion matters.
They want to turn you into undead, and they're trying to like explode the town in plague. It's just like pushes, like puts his head against like Mog's chest, and it's just like, I can feel it watching me. Stop that! I'm gonna kill you. Don't do that to me. It's horrible.
Who's going to kill you?
No, yeah, it's like I can feel him watching me. And then that's all they've got at the moment.
Yeah. And like some Matherman like kind of swings around and is like, we can't trust him.
What?
We can't trust him. He's one of Golduai's servants. The Demon Lord of Ashes is not going to just let him go. And there's nothing we can do by accident.
Yes.
No. That would be by ignorance, which is not the same.
By command.
He kind of like gives you like this like it's with like such palpable hatred, because ultimately like you can see the recognition in Matherman's eyes that he gets like kind of what you said and what you've said, where you're at, but hates the idea of what you are now. It's just like, I can't do it. Like, we can't trust him. That's just how it is. He is one of them. He kind of like looks towards Mog as well. It's like, what do you want to do about this?
Also steps back and says he's right in a way. Like,
I have a suggestion. Perhaps we could cloak our wonderful charm Baird in some kind of protection field, or blind the eye, poke it in the eye. Goldenwood, look away.
We're still here, aren't we?
Just because we are here doesn't mean that Golduai is going to sit idly by. The only way to intercede is by the interception of another god. One that can handle Golduai, and there are not many. Golduai is considered to be one of the most powerful in the Council of Hell, or the Hellish Court.
Well, let's focus on stopping them from blowing up this town with plague. And you can decide if you want to kill me later.
Do you know where our equipment is?
Not really.
Well, that's going to have to be our first port of call.
All I know is that it's all supposed to...
the bodies if I can.
Yep.
While this is going on.
You have
Time.
Yep. You find a dagger, a amethyst piece of jewelry, and a holy symbol of an iron hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that holy symbol.
They have 2 daggers. They're ritualistic in nature as well.
What was the holy symbol? Sorry, it's just their symbol.
Yep. The holy symbol is like it's an iron hand. It's like an iron gauntlet, like facing upwards. Yeah. Oh, facing downwards, actually. Sorry, facing downwards.
All the other cultists were wearing those amulets, weren't they?
Yes, specifically amethyst ones. Yeah, and one of the leader was wearing one of the 3 swords and eye.
Can I do like a little arcanum check on them?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, whatever.
On the amethyst, the holy symbol, or the eye?
The amethyst.
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Oh, solid. This is my. Oh! Yes.
Very good.
Great.
All right.
Yes.
You know exactly what you would have, like, you kind of have a sense of what these would kind of be. So amethyst stones in general, depending on how they are treated magically, can be used as communication hubs between different spellcasters, specifically in very complex, very ancient rituals, which you know some of because you've kind of engaged with them via being a bard, your mistress, and also with the rituals of Goldurai when you kind of like were inducted into the cult, sort of. These allow cultists basically to combine their spell casting potential together into one more powerful spell. They will be destroyed in the resolution of the spell, but there are nodes basically that can be across like a certain distance. Connectors. Yeah, they're connectors. Yeah.
Okay.
Connects magically connects the third eye to all other third eyes that have the same kind of amulet or whatever.
Could we potentially use this amulet that we have? Because I'm assuming we have 2 of them.
Yeah, we got 2 of them. Yeah. Yep.
Could we potentially use them to mess with those nodes, like to send like a disruption?
It would require its own ritual to do, and it would like need some materials for it. But yes, you could.
Well, like in World War II, we're going to send disruptive messages to stop their U-boats from getting upon.
Okay. Baird relays this. It's like these are like explains what they are, and then suggests like why not use them to create a disruption that it potentially will either weaken or stop their spell work.
Now, as well, what you guys know is that there are 2 names that you have, two names that you've only been given for Havensburg. There is Uther Crayhammon, and then there is Graham Castellith. These are the 2 names you have in the Book of Anthem.
Oh shit! Uther's one of the dudes we gotta kill.
No.
Yeah.
Baird will also mention, we'll mention Uther and the book, like he's on our list. And we'll also mention, was it Arthur Kramer?
So Arthur Crayman, yes. Crayman, not Crayhammon.
Yeah, so similar names, potentially look into that. Can't quite remember who Arthur is, but like the name sounds really familiar.
Mog, you recognize that name. He is the leader of the Church of St. Alban in Namanar.
I'm like in shock then, like
he's like the kind of spooky looking dude with the paladin you met in Arbortown.
What was that guy? Yeah, he's like the spooky one. Oh, that makes sense.
He was a real jack.
Busted.
Cool.
And like you kind of like realize this, and so does Matherman. It's like I can't imagine that Arthur would be involved in that. I don't.
Well, he's not. He's not in our book, but they might be related.
He might be being manipulated.
That's true.
That is possible.
That's all the information I have.
Some evil to smite as soon as you get out of here.
Their ritual thing is supposed to go down during the bardic performance.
But you'll be there, and I'll be there.
No.
Yeah, you're supposed to be a zombie there, or an undead there. You're not supposed to be you there.
Well, I can go to a bit of slap. Zombie.
I'm gonna slowly face palm at that because Lillian knows what they're up for.
But that's
I love my Arcana stuff.
So with that as well, given you a natural 20 with the
amulets,
you would imagine that there would be, with the two rituals happening, both these people would be at one each. The main two, like Arthur and Graham, they'd be at either one, kind of overseeing and really popping that power. For context as well, I guess you do recognize a little bit of the symbology and stuff like that in that cultist room that you saw. That corresponded to the one you also saw in Thurston Town.
Okay. The infernal that they were speaking, can I remember any of it and try to badly relay it to Lillian?
You can. Roll me a wisdom check.
Wisdom check.
Best of luck.
I need a... It's not great.
Should I roll to understand?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
All right. What would I roll?
Let me just think about this.
Wisdom, probably. Well, or an intelligence check.
Mi piace Nikolaos.
Yeah, it sounds like someone who's never listened to, well, who's heard enough of infernal to vaguely understand the. I was assuming he's heard enough infernal from Lillian to vaguely understand how it's supposed to be said, but it's still an absolute butchery.
It is hog minute place some. That's kind of what you that's what he said. It's hog minute place some.
I don't speak infernal. Clearly.
Okay.
It was just vaguely what they were mumbling around the ritual.
Well, that was a fine demonstration.
Could I roll an Arcana on just general ritual stuff if Bed explained the ritual and what they're doing and what was happening in the center and things like that? Would I be able to identify further?
Yep. So you can do that well. What I will suggest is that Bed, you potentially able to go and search out for the items in gear, and if you find where that might be, to get back to them in this kind of interim process where they're trying to figure out what the deal is.
All right. Bed will leave you guys with that and be I'm going to go see if I can find your gear.
You confer with Hubert, I will imagine, with this one, so you can get some advantage potentially.
Oh yeah,
sure.
Before he leaves,
to the upper palate.
I double checked. Apparently, telepathy as a language has no limit on space, according to where is it? Telepathy 5th edition. The range is unlimited. Apparently,
it probably would have some limitation whether you can see them or not, or something like that, because you can't communicate with someone you can't see and you don't.
Yeah.
Able to see them. But things where do you get this telepathy exactly?
The information so when I checked it on Roll20, it just said it had a specific range but didn't define what the range was. But
range.
Hold on, I might be looking at the actual evocation instead of the language. Yeah, no, the evocation has unlimited range, but telepathy as a monster has a within a specific range, but has no definition of what that specific range is.
I think it's going to be as you can see them. I think.
Okay,
Like you can't it's not going to be through walls or something like that. But through scrying, sure.
Okay. Easy. All right. Never mind then. Yes, Barrett is going to go look for the thing.
Yep. All right.
Look for the thing.
So while you're gonna like head off, and while you do that, you guys like kind of try to confer exactly what this ritual might be. So roll with advantage. Roll again with your advantage, Lillian.
12.
12. There are specific times when there are like it might have something to do with time, maybe.
Ooh. Hog minute.
It does say hog minute, but it might be an inference of like when.
Terrible accent.
It's Groundhog Day. We're stuck in fucking Groundhog Day.
Yeah, if we start the entire game, we'll just come back next week with the same game. Play that same game. No. So like it might have something to do with time, but what time it would be is hard to say. You know that the celebration's at night, so you assume it's going to be like later on in the evening, but what the ritual might be in context to, like, who knows. It's going to make a plague in the city, maybe. You're not really certain exactly how that would work, but
yeah. Okay.
He did describe obviously adding like blood to it, like like with like a beckoning kind of thing. So it's obviously asking something to come here. So coming, like something like that.
Yeah.
Who knows? But it's still very vague and like, and without context.
Are they summoning him?
Who knows?
Yeah, that was my thought. Like, are they trying to summon him himself?
Maybe.
Thanks. I hate it.
That'd be a mood. Anywho, bed.
Yep.
You find your way into this room. Hold up, let me just get my Ardent Roleplay up. Into the wildfire room. So you pull the wildfire card, you'll be able to see what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
And I'll give that to the spectators as well, because they deserve to be able to see things as well. So
they can have a little bit as a treat.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of move down the hallways, and you get like a kind of like an idea. You've got a little bit of an idea of what this place kind of looks like, and eventually come to a torture chamber, where there is gear kind of like underneath the table, like to the side. However, there's also like a skeleton like kind of trapped in a cage beside you, which seems to be like, and there's magical unguents and ingredients and stuff like that kind of scattered throughout the room. And you kind of have a look down, and there's like a large chest which seems to contain a lot of the gear. There's also another smaller chest beside it, but it doesn't seem to be like connected to the stuff that they have. So,
well, can I open either of these chests? Are they unlocked?
They are locked.
Okay, cool. I have a lockpicking kit, I'm pretty sure. No, I don't. Damn it! I took the disguise and the forgery kit. I always forget I took those ones instead. Damn it! There's not a key around, like hanging on a wall or something, is there?
At least not the one that you have.
There isn't like a sticky note that says password is password.
Yeah. Cool. Hold
legit though.
On. Mood.
Every IT person in the room.
Just get the knock spell, man. It's great. Knock. It's so good.
Don't knock until you try it.
Stop. Just stop it. Get some help.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself 2011.
All right. Hold up. Hold the phone. I am double checking things that I can do to see what I can do. Oh dear. Is there like a pie, like a sharp stabby? I'm not going to use my wand because it's made of wood. Mm-hmm. Is there some kind of metal stabby item nearby, or a hammer?
There are a set of torturer's tools. Yes.
Cool. What kind of torture tools?
Like hooks and pliers,
all the good ones.
Like chisels and all kinds of stuff.
Is it a padlock or is it like a key lock?
It's like a padlock.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna grab the chisel. There's no like hammers or anything like that, like, you know, a little bit
There's
of
like there's hammers, yeah.
Okay,
hammers.
cool. Yeah, chisel and a hammer. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did to the iron bars. I'm going to chill the locks with prestidigitation.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use the chisel and the hammer to just bang and try and crack them.
Roll me a disabled thieves tools check, because it's effectively what they like. It's using tools to open things like this, and this is a reasonable way of doing it. So,
kind of check is
roll me a dexterity check with proficiency.
What is? Oh, I had. Sorry, I'm really.
It's like +3, I think.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I can see it. Cool.
You level 5? Yeah, you should be level 5.
Yes, it's 5.
Oh,
damn!
You cracked that bad boy open.
Yes, excellent. What's in each of these chests?
You want to crack the other one open?
Oh no, we're doing both.
Crack the other one open.
Both.
Another roll, man. Another roll.
Okay.
You crack the main one open, you go to the second one.
Not quite as good.
Not quite as good. Unfortunately, you don't quite crack this bad boy open. However, there are some thieves' tools in this chest you've just opened.
Fantastic. I'm gonna.
All right.
He just looks at the tools. Sweet. All right. Jabbity. Straight in. This boy does not know how to pick a lock, though.
Do it. Make the dream work, team.
All right.
I believe in you.
Again, so dex check again.
Yeah.
Do I get my proficiency or no?
You do not, unless you're proficient with thieves' tools.
I am not.
Jack of all trades.
Okay, so it's half rounded down, isn't it?
Half rounded up, I think.
Oh, cool.
Well, that was rounded up. Oh, down.
Cool. So it's 4 then.
Oh. You don't open it. I'm sorry.
Aww.
Fine.
14 is too low.
All right, that's fine. I'm gonna ignore that for now. What's in this big chest? Is it all our shit?
It's all your shit.
Amazing.
Like armor, weapons, the whole shebang.
How big is the small chest?
How big is the small chest? It's probably like
yay big, like
half a foot either side.
How dare you not use
that's very small.
It's a very small box. It's a little tiny little box.
Cool. It's coming with me. I can't open it, but maybe Lillian can.
How are you going to open the rest of the stuff?
Yeah?
How are you going to carry the rest of the stuff? Because it's like heavy armor and weapons and equipment and gear and...
Very true. That's very true. Hold on. I'm not dragging the
He's
goddamn box.
dragging it down the hallway like, hey man. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, just cultist stuff.
Just cultist stuff. It's fine.
Cultist I asked me to do it. It's cultist I being crazy.
He's not going to take everything. He is going to take a weapon for each of them because he can like tuck those around his body and carry them. And he's going to take just a weapon for everybody.
Okay.
And then he's going to tell everyone where their shit is.
Okay. And you take the box with you as well?
No, you're going to leave the little box. But he's going to close up the big box and is it would he be able to push it to the side so it's out of the way, or is it already out of the way?
It's already out of the way.
Okay, cool.
It's in a torture chamber.
He's going to leave them there, like nothing happened, despite the fact that the lock is busted on one of them and partially busted on the other. So yeah, he's going to grab a weapon for each of them. So Mog's Maul, it's was it a rapier that you had, buddy? Or
yes, my rapier.
A rapier.
Do me a regular stealth check, just to creep your way kind of through the dungeon to where they are.
He's gonna walk with relative confidence as well. He's I'm not doing anything suspicious, and this is just my regular outfit. Fuck off. So stealth. All right.
Are you Slender Man? Because I'm gonna creepy past you.
I hate you so much. And apparently the dice hate me too. They hate you too.
Well, luckily enough, that's all that is required to get over their passive perception. So they're not looking for anything untoward, really.
I don't look suspicious.
No, you look suspicious.
I'm perfectly confident, and I know exactly what I'm doing.
You managed to get to back to where you were.
Yeah.
And you deliver the weapons to people, and you're like...
And he explains the way to go, and any guards that he passed on the way as well. And also, like, he's like, I couldn't carry everyone's stuff. There's proof that I found all your stuff, and I'm giving it back to you. It's that way, and like gives them directions. But I have also been gone for a very long time, and I suspect they are probably getting suspicious.
Yeah, getting suspicious.
Yeah,
I getcha. Totally getting suspicious.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait. We need a way to contact each other again. If you want my help more.
Mathaman just gives like a.
I know you don't. Thank
There's
you
a
for your
good reason.
contribution.
There's a good reason as to why. But he like looks to everyone else and is like,
Yeah, I imagine he's like, no, everyone else can choose.
being an NPC and all.
Yeah.
Bear does kind of look like it's looking at the floor like a kicked puppy. Like, this is a scolded child. Like, remember, he's like 19 approximately. Like, he's like 18. He's a baby.
Now, Mac, if you would like, you can do like a religion check to figure out a way to help Baird in this situation. If you should, because you're probably the closest one who would know something like this or about this.
Can I ask Mathaman to help me, because this is an area that I've neglected?
Not at this exact moment, because Baird will leave before you really get a chance to really talk it out with Mathaman. It's more like a.
I recall this thing, but and use Mathaman to be like, I'm thinking of this thing. Is that?
No, unfortunately not. You do need to have a conversation with someone else to get that assistance. But best of luck.
Give it your best shot.
Not.
Why is your religion check so low?
No, it's an area that I've neglected in my studies.
It's plus 0. God damn.
I worship this guy. Don't worry about it. He's this guy that I worship. He's
oh, right. You don't actually even have the proficiency for it either. Oh, that's why you don't know much about the Church of St. Alban.
Nailed it.
Yikesies. Okay. Yeah. Well, you try and think of something like the only way to save him is to burn him.
Just like fire is the only option.
Yeah, it cleanses all things.
Classic St. Alban.
Yeah.
Classic St. Alban. That's that, baby.
Nailed it.
All right. Do continue.
Yeah. So yeah, like they're just sort of like it's like he'll give it a minute, but if nobody like answers within like a reasonable pause, he'll just be like, "That's okay," and then leave.
Anatha will protect you. I know. And I trust you. So when we come bursting through that door, I can only imagine that you'll be bursting with us.
What the fuck is that?
I think I get where you're coming from, but please don't ever say that again.
Like a gummy juicy fruit.
I've just taken...
It's just very much that not a good enough reason to use the word penetrate.
I've just taken 10 psychic damage.
You've injured the DM. Good work.
Lordy. So the GM ended himself.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I think that's a pretty good place to leave it there.
And the teams go their separate ways.
The teams go their separate ways, possibly forever.
I'm just trying to be like, what is Lillian like trying to say in this way? Nothing. She's just disappointed right now. She's like, I have no words for this.
Overwhelmingly disappointed.
I'm just expecting the best, and I refuse to accept that things might not work out. So,
yeah. Well, yeah, we'll end the session there, but we can have a quick chat about how we feel about all that. Maybe a little bit in the character section of the outro of the Veil of Dusk. So, how are we feeling, team?
My little heart is breaking. I'm so close to tears. How could you do this to us?
How dare I?
Yeah, how dare you?
How dare me?
No, you. You're the one to blame.
I'm the one to blame.
You could have just told me not to be with this patron.
No. You wanted a fun story. I remember the look in your eyes. You're like, oh, this would be super cool. Be like, oh, it's like
it'll be fun.
Okay, this will be a fun time. Yeah, sure.
It'll be fun, Urban.
Fun, and look at all the fun you're having. Don't you love
to be honest, I didn't expect Baird to get as attached to everyone as he is. I was fully ready to just be like, okay, yeah, betrayal time, whatever. And now it's just like, oh, I feel real bad.
And I knew it would happen as well because boy, howdy, don't I love getting those little teamwork together. Everyone's so lovely here. Look at them go.
He's also super, like, honestly, I'm kind of sad that that Trent isn't here, because I would love to hear Damon react.
I was a little close to saying, like, oh, maybe we won't do it without Trent, but yeah, he had some important stuff come up, and I was like, look, show's got to go on, show's got to go on.
I do say that quite often.
Just the way. But yeah, no, it's definitely an interesting one, having like a traitor in the party from the start, and sussing out how best to kind of do that. I mean, you'd have to do some stuff for Goldwire.
I think it's funnier because it's like the reluctant traitor as well. Like, Ben was like, what? The first time, so like the session where we went to the dude's house who was actually Tarvin's house, who was actually poisoning everyone, the one who disappeared into the sewers. Barrett had been visited by Goldwire like the night before and basically said, you can't let him die. And that's why Barrett let him escape.
I knew there was a reason.
Son of a bitch.
But it was really funny because then like a day later he got another visit and was like, you know what you did and it's fine. He can die now, which is why Baird was also the one who was like, we can hire someone else to go kill him.
It'll be fine, right?
He's super hopeful that his mistress actually kills that dude rather than paying him.
There's a plan to do a once-off on the stream actually for that particular adventure and see how that goes.
Yes.
We'll have to like suss out how to do that the best. Maybe we'll do it with you guys and just do an off game in the middle of the week or something like that if you guys are free. So that could be a fun thing. If the stream also wills it so anything can be done by the will of the stream. Even if we get new people in to have a little jump on the stream, I'm always open to that. We got people, we got stuff. We love playing games, and it's all about Ardent Roleplay and having a cool and fun adventure.
I dig it.
Yeah, should be good. But yeah, that was definitely a pretty good highlight, I think, of the stream. Be like, oh, it's fine. Like, you should have had like a little sidebar like video and be like. And here we are.
Everything was not fine.
Because you did not have a fun
Instant
time.
replay.
I'm going to tell you right now, team, it was not a cash money time chatting to Goldwire.
No, that was awful. 0 out of 10. Like Jacob forewarned me, gave me a warning about how bad it was going to be, and I was like, okay, go for it. And I was still just like through the whole thing, like physically like disgusted. It was so bad.
Yeah, he's 10 out of 10. Yeah, you got the Demon Lord of Ashes. You got to have Demon Lord of Ashes. No, it is. I think I even like let you know what the deal was with your patron. I was like, okay, here's who
super gross.
Here's what he's about. He's pure hatred.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the god of maliciousness.
Yeah.
You still about okay.
I'd love to see the god of passive aggression. That would be my favorite thing.
10 out of 10. No, see that should be Barrett's patron.
Yeah, it's like like a Thor, like it's like a Thor, like just like really gruff, like bearded guy, like you need to clean up the dishes again.
No, it's the god of note leaving.
No, he wouldn't say that. He would leave a note.
I love those kind of people in apartments who leave notes.
Yeah.
Don't mean to make a big deal out of it, but somebody did drink my coffee and it was on my shelf. So if someone would feel like replacing it, that would be okay.
I saw on the tour wheel today that it was your day to do the dishes and there was a single dish left.
I remember one time when like a very older housemate, they gave me a note and a box of tissues and were like, could you like do like this cleaning thing? And I was like,
with a box of tissues. What?
Yes. I had just come home from work and I used to work like in hospitality till 7 o'clock in the morning because, so at 7 o'clock in the morning when I was like, I'm really tired. I just like ripped up a bunch of the tissues and I was like, threw them all across the house and was like, and like put the note on top of them. And I was like, and I came out like, oh, right. And I was like, hi. So I would not appreciate having notes left for me or being insulted. So don't
ever
do this
do that again. Yeah.
I don't like being passive aggressive.
The god of passive aggression has sullied this conversation. I summoned him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the god of passive aggression. It's just he comes to get you. But like I'm always interested in hearing more like gods that you'd like to see exist in this kind of narrative because it's one of those things that the actual campaign is the idea is that there are many gods doing many things and playing little games around like the universe and the world specifically, and that's kind of where the chessboard is for the gods. So what Baird might not be totally aware of right now is that he's a chess piece, and that he is being moved by not one but two gods. Yeah. Because there's a reason why the cult didn't know you were coming, or why you didn't hear from the cult, or why the cult thinks you're one thing when you're actually not. So we'll see how that goes for you. But
yes, I played Hades.
Jacob.
Yeah, Hades is great. Yes.
Jacob, I hate you so much.
You love it so much, though. You love it so much.
Ooh.
Yeah, tell me what's what. I know what's going on.
You two should break up.
Yep, and we'll see how Mac goes. Like, Mac's obviously got St. Alban, but he's not communed with the St. Alban just yet, you know? And Banathar's always chilling around. And
at least I talk to my god occasionally when he appears to be.
We got Quatermi as well. Quatermi is a god of darkness, a primordial god of darkness, which Seth might have some interesting stuff with, as well as her parents, the real parents.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I've read your backstories. I've got. That's why I like.
Also, like, oh, he's dropping hints now.
Yeah, I'm dropping hints now. Like, let me tell you. I read your backstories and I was like, this is how I'm going to mess with that.
This is
you going to do with that, and that's why you get a backstory from your players. So you just like, yeah, that's going to come up later. Yeah, I totally forget their backstory.
I love a good player backstory, but like only like a paragraph or two. No, I don't need like 6 pages.
The 20 questions is definitely the way to go, I think. 20 questions for your players. They answer these 20 questions, usually about their past and how they became adventurers. 20 is usually good. It's the 20, like, I think I gave you guys like 10 or 15 questions to answer.
They were good questions. I liked them.
Yeah. All about like, parents and how you became who you are and why you're doing what you're doing and, cool shit like that. Definitely recommend checking out the Ardent Discord and chatting in there, because we love hearing about cool D&D stuff. But I think that is all the time we have for today. So we'll sound off. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for playing, and thank you all for watching.
Yay!
Wave it out. So Zeus knows what's what. Watching.
Okay.
Oh, cute!
No, it's going to be destroyed.
You see the goose in front of you. It is larger than a normal goose. It is holding a soul and a book in its beak. Its eyes are glowing red.
Got attacked by a goose.
The nameless goose, who is actually named Humphrey.
I would like to create a love hunk from afar that calls to Humphrey's heart and soul, pull him away so that we can enter the hut unfettered. I will find him later and kill him and take his entire skin and wear his beak as earrings.
Okay, roll me a deception check.
I wish I had my some music so I could be like, ooh, spooky noises. But you can imagine the spooky noise like, ooh, it's just so spooky.
Very spooky.
The sirens.
It's 3 spoopy 5 me.
Oh yes,
Please don't make atmosphere.
I'm doing my
Hubert, no.
just lie on the ground. Stop shooting spells at us, because that makes us shoot pus. And I look down at my pussy wounds.
Oh, God. Stop that. Having something that you can kind of physically see and be like, this is what it is, this is what it looks like, is a very simple way to just keep story flowing.
It's another tool to communicate to the players what's happening.
Imaginations are endless.
Players who are new into the game, being able to describe, what a crypt or a dais or something is.
I believe we're in the presence of a trap.
With this, it's like, this pops right up on my screen, and I can see all this stuff, and I don't need to tell anyone about it.
That is amazing. That's so good.
Oh yeah, look at that. Dang.
To have that visualization right there. Pretty impressive. Yeah.
Having the visuals, it kind of brings it into a cool world.